Good morning. I'm a victim of my own demise. What do I mean by saying that theory? I'm going to bring up very important statement. See if we can make this a memorable day with no content. I'll explain that in a minute as well. I sabotage my own missions. What do I mean by that? Let's come up with some content. I have no idea what I'm going to say. I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Newsflash. What am I going newsflash about? What am I gloating about? What am I saying? Well, yesterday I did a pretty extensive effort in trying to get a 1001 error for We Are All Satoshi or Boomerang. Now, 1001 is a number that I'd probably like to get tattooed on my body because that sometimes is really easy and other times extremely hard to get. Let me show you something just before I get too excited. Let's see if I can make it big enough for you to see. Do you realize meeting host 101? That is the number you get when Zoom finally listens to you and removes a Zoom meeting that you've been reporting. This one we've been doing for about 10 days. Now, you're probably wondering, why is that a big accomplishment? Well, they've been running webinars. They've been having meetings with over 1,000 people in attendance. And this one's been a hard one to close down. Zoom seem like they have deaf ears. I believe that I'm contacting someone at the top. I believe they've been on holiday for the last couple of weeks because they haven't been doing their job. In fact, Zoom haven't been doing anything good other than providing the getaway vehicle for people to commit crimes. If you go through YouTube, you'll find numerous Zoom meetings uploaded to YouTube that have been recorded on Zoom and broadcasted onto YouTube. And it does seem like they are using members of the public, such as me and my Avengers, to actually police their platform. But when you go through every day religiously, I know Susie's in here at the moment, she's rejoicing, and they get that message saying 101. It means that Zoom have read our emails and removed the meeting. So maybe the person that was away, who has been away, who I'm in contact with. Yesterday, I telephoned Zoom and I managed to leave a message on their criminal network. I searched YouTube, Google, whatever it is, Google, and found a contact phone number. Maybe that made the difference. Who would know? I mean, maybe I have an email from Zoom in my inbox telling me that I'm, thank you for reporting the Zoom meeting. We've taken evasive action and removed the offending account. Now, right now, Gracie baby will be running around the internet, banging her head against the wall, trying to set up another webinar account with Zoom so she can carry on. And she will. She'll get that done probably in the next 10 minutes. But let's have a look. Turn on, I don't know. I am literally trying to click on a link at the moment, and I'm going to my audio settings, and I can see that the audio is moving. And I tell you what, we have a Mac, and both Rob and I have the same problem. And what happens is, because we're using so many, like if I have to restart my computer, sometimes my audio doesn't work, doesn't link up again. Rob last night was doing his live, and he was the sound from the YouTube video he was playing, which is actually one of my videos, ironically. He couldn't get the sound going, but he didn't know it. So we let Rob sit there having a one-way conversation to himself for about 10 minutes, but we were all trying to say, Rob, no sound, no sound. But when I'm doing my introduction, I'm thinking to myself, hope my sound's working. And then I look into the chat box and I see Josh. Hi, Josh, don't forget to turn your audio off. On. off, on, I don't know. Anyway, it's good. Yeah, so did you hear that we, All Satoshi, is violating a US trademark? Yes, I have heard that before, but once again, nothing seems to happen. So there's a lot of things that we are finding very, very tricky. Rob doesn't really want to go into it because he doesn't want to know how much effort we're putting in behind the scenes to actually get action legally. So I will. We've got some pretty strong contacts. I wrote to the biggest organization for fighting crime in America. I've got a direct line to the head moncho who's investigating the Hyperverse sagas. Well, I'll tell you that. I don't really care. They don't communicate with me much. In fact, someone told them that I was trying to, what did they say? They said the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger is trying to get people's money back who have invested in Ponzi schemes and get paid a commission for doing so. And that is utter lies. I got told that by the men in black in America, that they don't want to ever deal with me because I'm trying to profiteer from helping people get their money back. And I said, where the hell did you guys hear that from? I've never asked for money for helping people recover their funds. And more importantly, I've never even said to people that I believe there's any shit show hell and that you are going to get your money back. So they sort of dropped me like a hot scone. However, they wanted a video. And I must admit, Susie, you gave it to me. They wanted a video of Bitcoin Rodney doing the dirty deeds, and they didn't really have it. They did have enough evidence to nail him in prison for another 5 years, because that's all Bitcoin Rodney's going to get, in my opinion. But they didn't have enough videos to put the cherry on top. So I provided them that, and they come back to me saying, hi, Danny. Would you wouldn't by any chance have a video of Bitcoin Rodney, promoting Hyperverse money, right? I certainly do. So we had a meeting with them and showed them that. Since then, nothing. Never heard anything back. Just doing my hair. But when you go and start thinking, well, hey, let's go higher. So yesterday I got an email back from our FMA, the financial the Financial Institution of New Zealand. Yeah, our crime fighting agency that's theoretically meant to go after anyone that may harm New Zealand financially. And they come back and said, oh, thanks for your information. Keep reporting, but we're not going to do anything. And we're not going to tell you if we do anything. It's all secret hush-hush stuff. And I said, well, you guys are doing nothing. You're useless. What a useless organization. And we've wrote back quite a few times, nothing. Just more standard emails. But I did bring them up. And when I rang them up, I said, hello. And the lady goes, is that Danny de Hek? And I go, how'd you know that? They said, oh, we watch your videos. So, hi. Yeah, but it's very, very hard to get action. So yesterday when I was trying to get this era, 101 up, I thought, I know what I'll do. And I am going to do it anyway. I'm actually going to find the chief person. I don't even know where Zoom. Somebody said China owns Zoom, and I thought, I hope not. but somebody, I thought it was Sweden or some country like that. It might be America. I'm not sure who actually owns Zoom, but I'm sure they'll have a CEO. And I'm going to do a video. I'm going to go after the CEO of Zoom. I'm going to start and do a video on him. I'm going to put a photo of him on the internet all around my YouTube video. I'm going to make a video and I'm going to make him accountable. It's like the Stephen Reese Lewis saga, isn't it? I mean, is Stephen Reese Lewis responsible for something he's done? He did claim to be the CEO of Hyperverse. He did about 7 or 8 video appearances, got paid $7,500 for his efforts, didn't know it was a scam. Didn't know he was promoting a scam, didn't think to do a search or go onto YouTube and look for Hyperverse to see what fake CEO he was. No. And he got a suit and a new pair of shoes. And then he helped guide $1.9 billion out of mum and dad investors, didn't he? He got ripped off that. And he's now living in Thailand. And then I've got to tell you some funny stuff. So, Sergey, right? Well, Sergey didn't know this. He doesn't read the papers, doesn't know anything. So I got a bit of correspondence from, let's see if I can find it. Oh, yes. So I can't, there's a guy out there. Oh, what's his name? Yeah, let's see if I can just get me back to normal. I don't think I can do this. No, I can't. So there's a guy out there called, I can't pronounce it. I'm going to try pronouncing his name. And it's a bit of a funny story, but it's not really relevant. But this is what I'm dealing with. And Sergey is part of it. But I got a guy that's trying to be my friend. And this is him.
Riz Conley.
Riz Conley. I don't know if you know him. I'm going to see if I can find him. It won't be a second. Let's just go back to here. I've got to leave that window up there. I'm going to go to Riz Conley. Oh, goodness me. Hold up 1 minute. I'm trying to do something live, but I know I shouldn't. And I want to tell you a story of the sort of people I deal with sometimes. It makes me laugh. It's not that bad of a story. Behind MLM. Okay. So this is Riz Conley, right? And Riz Conley one day rang me up and he told me that this was back in September 21. Sorry, I've got to wake up. All right, back to it now. Where's it gone? I'll hold it. Sorry, I can't support you today, Oz, but I do tell people to support. So if you search for Riz Conley, Susie, you will let me know once they get another link. If they get one up, they're probably, it's quite unusual to have it shut down. Oh yeah, Tag Army. So the last time Riz Conley was in behind MLM, there he is there. He rang me up and said to me that that he'd like to help me and fight scams. And then 2 days later, I found this article in behind MLM about him and his partner. And they're basically just serial promoters of multi-level marketing. And every time I post somewhere or do something, he's probably watching this video now, I get this, where is the 500 people that are in these We Are All Satoshi Zoom meetings? Why aren't they in my chat room right now? Anyway, so keep watching for a new link. All right, that's cool. Anyway, so then this guy's got this other thing he's into where it's this battery thing. He's making these batteries that are better than lithium batteries, and it's going to be the world changer, and you can invest from ground up, all this sort of carry on. So he created a WhatsApp group the other day, and this is what he's found us. He found the article about Stephen Rees Lewis, and he goes, "Hi Danny, great job lately exposing these hyper criminals. I posted this vid on your YouTube video, but I don't see it. So perhaps you didn't see this." And the video he's talking about is Stephen Rees Lewis, and the video that Jack Gamble did when he found the real Stephen Rees Lewis, okay? And he said, I think if you put pressure on this guy to reach out to the man who made the video, you could probably get the CEO to give us some info, what he knows about the scam. Let me know your thoughts. Appreciate blah, 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 blah. So anyway, he also put Sergey in the chat, and Sergey goes, thumbs up. And he goes, right on. It should be easy to locate the CEO since he has social media presence for his real estate investment group. I will do some more research. So he does some digging. Sergey goes, send me all you can find. It goes directly to prosecuting the team at the Department of Justice. Riz goes, will do. I'm going to study this now, by the way. And then he gives me a YouTube chat, a YouTube video, somebody else, not relevant. And then he's found Stephen Rees Lewis' Facebook page, and Sergey comes back and goes, all sense, all this information that Riz is finding about Stephen Rees Lewis And then he goes, and then he's found his Instagram, and this is, I'm just telling you a story. It's not related to what you see behind, but it is the guy that's behind MLM trying to befriend me with information about Stephen Rees Lewis. And then he shows the building, his Facebook page, where here's his cell and his email. So he's found Stephen Lewis's phone number, his email address, and then Sergey's lapping this up and he goes, "Oh, sent to the Department of Justice." And then we get a video. Wait, don't publish it. And then I send them a link to my video about Stephen Rees Lewis and this newspaper article that Sarah Martin has written in the article. And then I send him another video. And if he watched the video, because I'm a Sergey hasn't got time to watch all these videos I do. You see, he just wants me to provide him all the information on the platter. This is why you see some of these new videos turning up on my YouTube channel, because I thought it would be a good idea to do a bit of a timeline of events. And some of the major videos that come out 2 years ago, I'll make sure I've got them easy and time stamped and the like. And I'm going to show you some of those in a minute. So anyway, Sergey tells me, "Wait, don't publish it." He said, "I've just sent it to the Department of Justice, suggesting a sting operation. It's not wise to make it public now." This is what a lot of people tell me. Don't tell everyone everything. Let the justice system do their job. They're not doing their job, so I don't care anymore. So then Riz sent a big long voice message. I don't get it, but I couldn't understand it. It was muffled. Must have been in a fish tank when he recorded it. And I just wrote back arrogantly and said, "Publish what?" Anyway, so Sergio said, "The Stevo," whatever that meant. They can send an undercover agent to inquire about the real estate services and arrest him at the meeting. Gun person. Wow, this sounds good. So anyway, I did write a couple of replies back. What did I write? "What's up with your microphone?" But that's what I've shown you. This information you send is ancient. I did a video about, I don't know, 2 months ago on it. We already went through all this sort of stuff. So it's nothing new, unfortunately. Already got all that information. And the company that he used to have doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, no, nothing new there, unfortunately. Seeing they've done that, and if you look at the second link, second link, you'll see all the information you just showed has been in that video 2 months ago. But thanks anyway. So undercover agents around, no way, that never happened. I'm giving people Sam Lee's home address. Oh, whatever goes around. Yeah. Right, phone number. And they don't even do anything with it. So don't even bother. It's just a waste of time. That's why the vigilante. No one does anything. It's already been published. This is old information, unfortunately. But anyway, good try, guys. Got to keep up with the playboys. Anyway, making this information public's helping him, not hurting him. So I got told off by Sergey because I published this information. They've just found out about this information, and it's 2 months old. It's yesterday's newspaper, so it did make me laugh a little bit. So I just want to show you what I've been doing. I'm just going to have a look, make sure there's no link being posted. They probably will come up with a new system. She'll have to set up a whole brand new account, which is absolutely a crack up. I'm just checking for a new link. Doesn't seem like there is any link. I'm just going through and having a wee look as we speak at some of the other. Where have I got this on WhatsApp? Here we go. Let's see. I'm looking at some of the other groups. Oh, what's this one here? Lucky. I might just try and do a couple of sneaky connections here and see if we can get on a Zoom meeting. If we can't get on the Zoom meeting, there's one here of Lucky all in Indy. Nothing yet. Oh, thank you. You're awesome, Susie. Susie, I must say, Susie, if you, Susie is just absolutely incredible. She provides us a lot of information. She's always here for me and Rob. I have to share Rob these days. Brilliant. So let's see if I can get in here and be in part of Indian primetime meeting. Oh my goodness. I'll just leave that up just in case that automatically starts. Don't look at my username. Go be ideas. Anyway, so what I wanted to show you is just a couple of funny things here. So if you are not up with speed of what's happening, do come and subscribe to my YouTube channel because we do have a lot of information going around. This is the video of Stephen Rees Lewis. And what I've done is I've actually time-stamped all the dates when these videos come out. So if I just went to here and I went to view all, you can see December 2021. That's the that's the second time actually. I didn't clip out the when Hyperverse launched video. They had Stephen Reese Lewis come out. It was the worst one ever. I should have actually put this in the start of it because he only had 8 appearances. So this was the first meeting when Stephen was all set up, ready to rock and roll. And then the second meeting that came out in January the 18th, one day before my birthday. And then we had,
Hello everyone,
this is Stephen Reese Lewis. So you would have remembered
Stephen here.
how.
It's been a while.
Thank you.
Hi everyone,
Yeah.
this is Stephen, CEO of Hyperverse.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, this is Stephen, CEO of Hyperverse.
Not the same
Hello
one.
everyone,
Oh, no.
this is Stephen here. This is Stephen here. This is Stephen Reese Lewis, CEO. Hello everyone, this is Stephen here. Thank you. Hi everyone, this is Stephen, CEO of. Hi everyone, this is Stephen, CEO update, CEO of Hyperverse.
So
Hello everyone, this is Stephen, the CEO.
I played around with the sound and got the sound out of them all, but I've got them all there. Now, the reason I've got them all there is it's archaic. And there's the real Stephen Reese Lewis. I'll make it a little bit bigger for you so you can see him. But that is the real Stephen Reese Lewis right there. Right, so if you go into the description, you'll see all the timestamps, all the dates, and here you've got busted. So the first one is these links here. So, you've got Jack Gamet, who was going to come on my show. And, he has come on my show before. He's come on the morning show before. He does it awesome. He's got a YouTube channel just short of 50,000 people, and he's real cool. But you can go in there and you click on those links there, and you can go watch the video of how he found him. Stephen Harrison, aka Stephen Reese Lewis. And then there was a video about how he was in the newspaper. And then obviously you can come in here and you can read the article about Stephen Reese Lewis. And that was the very first video right there, which I didn't actually put into my collage of videos about Stephen Reese Lewis. But what I'm doing here, guys, is more importantly, I am providing a place where there's a one-stop shop where you can go and listen to all the videos of Stephen Reese Lewis in one go. And I've done stuff like this before, but I just like the new format I've got there. So that's one exciting thing. And the second exciting thing, if you want the whole ramble of the whole lot, but it just amazes me that there's people out there who are claiming they're going to do a class action lawsuit against Hyperverse who don't even realize that Stephen Reese Lewis has been busted, and wanting to inform government organizations that they should do a sting operation to arrest him. And I said, we've even tracked his Strava and found the block that this guy runs every week. It wouldn't be hard to find Stephen Reese Lewis. And does Stephen Reese Lewis have any of the money? Listen to this. So listen to his voice. This will actually terrorize you if you've actually been listening to the videos like I have. But here we go.
Always rain on me, even though I died when I was 17. Why does it always rain on me?
So this guy's, but you go through, he's a soccer fan and he's a soccer commentator. So Sergey, I don't want to rain on your parade. That video was actually, I recorded that video 3 months ago. So if there was, for a start, if the authorities were keen to arrest Stephen Reese Lewis, it happened 3 months ago. And so you would have missed it. But is that a word? Does make me laugh. I don't know if that's a word. So what I am doing, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to actually show you what I do. So I've got these videos here. So the one I did yesterday, which is flying off the handle. Now you wouldn't have seen this. This is actually Chavis. And this is when Chavis worked for Hyper One. Who's Hyper One? Well, remember Chavis, yesterday, he claimed that he's no good at marketing. And would you believe 8 months prior, that was a specialty. So you listen to this sort of stuff and you think you can't listen to this, but you got to listen to this. This is Chavis when he was working for Hyper One. Now, who's Hyper One? Well, let's listen. And by the way, Chavis, if you're watching this, you need to pay me $10,000 for figuring out your last name.
Greetings to Hyper community. Myself, Chavis and Hyper, very excited to join Hyper One as Asia Pacific Head Operations. First of all, I would like to thank Hyper One management for showing trust in me and giving me this responsibility. A little introduction about me. As a young entrepreneur, I started my career in digital and blockchain marketing when I was merely...
Now, how does that sound? He started his career doing digital marketing And 2 days ago, he claimed that he's no good at marketing. I mean, this guy's got. Don't forget, Chavis is, I think, 28, isn't he? But here he's must be 27 or 26 because his birthday wasn't that long ago. But yeah, so he's no good. He started his business doing marketing.
17.
And he started his own corporation at the age of 17. He provided services to Marvel Studios. Everybody in the world uses AI that his company created. And this is what he said in other videos. But he can't tell you what company it was because he signed an NDA. And he's very successful, but he needs to be on these Zoom meetings looking like a gumpy, somebody new out of the crispy box, doing all these videos because he's a very successful businessman. So why did he have these jobs that look like he was working? And in videos that around Hyperverse, they talk about Hypertech Group. Hypertech Group, I've always said, is the company behind all these scams. And they are providing with Sam. Well, Sam's just a puppet. Chavis is just a puppet. Look at the way he's talking and reading off the cards. And look at the confidence that he's got in this video versus what he's got now.
So last 10 years have been full of opportunities and success stories.
Sort of bullshit.
I want to grow myself more and keen to explore my capabilities with Hyper ecosystem. So let's work together for our organizational goals to achieve our individual goals. I am committed to deliver my 100%. With 100% efforts and commitments of you. My motto to grow Hyper community is in Asia to the largest scale. So my full support will be there for our growing leadership. Very interestingly, Asia, which has 2/3 of the world population, has always been contributing to blockchain space. So under the umbrella of Hyper ecosystem, let's learn and earn about blockchain and NFT marketplace. I can't wait to tap into the market with our top leadership. So I'm going to start a series of small meetups, starting with India by the end of the month, followed by meetings in Kathmandu, Nepal, Dhaka, Bangladesh, which is already scheduled for the first week of August. Venues and calendar dates will be shared very shortly with all our early birds and achievers. My official contact details will be shared with all level 9 and above achievers very soon. So I can't wait to communicate with our top leadership to understand the needs and gain more momentum on the ground. I will be congratulating all our top achievers very soon in person. So journey doesn't stop here. After finishing my scheduled meetings in these 3 countries, I am flying over to Malaysia, Thailand to meet and greet our leaders. Coming 2 months are going to be full of energy, commitments, exciting announcements around the corner, a big market momentum to take Hyper One to next stage has already begun. Hyper One, wealth transfer like never before. See you soon.
Yeah, wealth transfer. Rob went into more depth with that. Not that, but that's the only clip. That clip was actually posted on their Telegram group. Susie actually gave me that video. I spent about an hour and a half looking for it because I did a whole lot of shorts a wee while ago, but it fits in perfectly in my new format. Hey, I'm going to show you something quite exciting, and I know that's going to bore you, but that was Chavis when he was working for Hyper One. Would you be interested to know that Chavis has also been working for Stable Opinion, which is involved with, is connected to Stable Deo. And he's meant to be, now what I've done, I prepared a video, I haven't uploaded it yet, but I want to show you something a bit weird, what a YouTuber goes through to upload a video and how extensive we go through. Now I'm going to do, the Numpy's just posted the same 101 link prime time. How brilliant. So you're going to keep me up to date with that. I'm going to keep our audience. I don't know why we don't get 500 people here looking for the link to the meeting to see. I don't know why people don't jump onto my Zoom when they can't get on the primetime one. All right, so I'm going to show you. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go upload a video. Now I've already recorded the video. It's a 2-hour-long video to been rendering overnight. So first thing you do, you need to obviously create the video, and then you go to select the video. And I have them I don't even know where I put this one, but I think I've put it in here. I'll just see if I can find the video. Where would have I put that video? I've forgotten. I think it was stable Deo. So now I'm looking for the folder in my directory, which you can't see, and I'll find that in a second. No, I've got reversal. That's not the same. Okay, it must be movies. Can't find the video now. What did I do with it? Oh, maybe if I just do a search for it, I might find it quicker than doing it this way. And I did. Right, today.
Let me answer.
All right. So the first thing I do is I upload the video. Now I have to obviously come up with a smashing title, and the titles can only be 50 characters, because I've done a lot of research on what makes a YouTube get clicked on more, and the first 50 characters is all you need. So I've got stable opinion, and then I maybe just go Chavis and more. So right now, as I'm doing this video is already starting to upload, and I've got 8 more characters. So I've got stable opinion, and then maybe I might just put stable Deo in there if it fits. So I go / stable Deo. It's 52 characters long. Vice president, stable Deo, stable. Yeah, I don't know. What am I going to do? Anyway, I had a real good one yesterday, but I'll just leave that for now because I want to bore you to death. And now I need a description. So there's a couple of things I can do here to get a description for this video. And I'm going to bore you to death and show you how I do it. And you might be surprised. But the first thing, well, you might not be surprised, is I use ChatGPT. I live on ChatGPT. So first thing I want to do is find, let's see, recorded, let's see, description, right, a Bitcoin group. I forgot one about Chavis. I'm just going through some old content that I may actually have. Regulators, Hyperverse. No, so I might just start fresh. So I go to Perplexity, and I ask Perplexity a question. And I go, who is Chavis and War from stable, hold on, I'll just go back and grab that, stable opinion. So who is Chavis and Ward from stable opinion? Right. And then I'm going to go play, and hopefully it will come and give me some information. From stable, it's likely misrepresented text. No, it didn't work. So what I want to do is I want to go, who is Chavis and War from was right. So now I've asked it, who is Chavis and War from We Are All Satoshi Boomerang. All right, so now it gives me a bit of text. And to be honest, guys, I don't even read it. So now I come down here and I highlight this text, and I go back to ChatGPT, go to the bottom of this particular thread, and then I tell ChatGPT I have a shortcut set up, and I put YouTube description, and I change it to, right. Oh, I've got to copy it. Why didn't that copy? And I could listen to it. I'll listen to it while you're watching me do this.
Chavis and War is a figure associated with fraudulent schemes like We Are All Satoshi and Boomerang, which have been linked to Ponzi schemes in the cryptocurrency space. Chavis and War, also known as Chavis Ahmed Siddiqui, an Indian national hiding in Dubai, took over We Are All Satoshi, leading to the splintering of the organization 2-4. These schemes, promoted by individuals like Samli, have raised concerns due to their lack of transparency, involvement in MLM structures, and potential risks to investors. 3. Chavis and War's involvement in these ventures has been part of a larger narrative of fraudulent activities within the cryptocurrency and MLM space, highlighting the importance of vigilance and awareness when engaging in such investments.
Stable Deo. Sorry. Opinion. Okay. So now I'm going to ask it another question, and that is, what is Stable Deo and by Sam Lee? And then it will come up, and hopefully, yeah, it's brilliant. So now there's enough description in there for me to copy. I go back to to ChatGPT. Better not be Hyperverse. I live on it. And I love that streaming. Ooh, nothing here yet, is there? I wonder why I could. I'm just keeping an eye on the chat box here. Oh, and I haven't gone back. I'm going to go back. Method of my madness here. I just want to show you what I do and how I do it and why I do it. Right. So what have we got here? All right. So I've got enough information. So here I am. I've got a video that shows. In this video, Chavis and War. In this 2-hour video, Chavis is promoting. What have we got? Promoting stable. Oh, this is not working the way it should. It's trying to promoting. What's he promoting? He's promoting stable Deo. Which is a Ponzi scheme created by Sam Lee. All right, co-host. His co-host is. I get there. I use voice recognition if you haven't figured it out. His co-host is May Samavu. Have I got that right? I don't think I'm going to get that. Co-host is it Maya Samavu? I'll just make sure I've got that right because I always get that wrong. Have I got her name there? I'll have to search for it, guys. I always get a name wrong. There she is. So I've just got her because she was in it. May Samavu. There it is. So that's her name. So she was co-hosted in the video. Right. So the rest goes as the camera do. Okay. So in this 2-hour video, is promoting stable in this 2-hour video. So it's a stable opinion, which is a Ponzi scheme created by Sam Lee. Let's go to Sam. This video was recorded 12 months prior. All right, so that should be enough for ChatGPT. So I spit all that out, and here's ChatGPT writing me my description for my YouTube channel. And to be honest, I haven't got time to read it, and I very rarely read it. Well, I might read it, but now we have a eye-catching YouTube channel description.
Welcome to the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, your go-to channel for uncovering fraud and protecting investors' interests.
Ooh,
I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, and in this opening 2-hour video, we delve into the deceptive world of stable opinion, a Ponzi scheme masterminded by none other than Sam Lee. Recorded a year prior, this session features Chavis and Hyper promoting stable opinion alongside co-host May Samavu. Chavis and Hyper's involvement in schemes like We Are All Satoshi and Boomerang has raised red flags within the cryptocurrency space. With connections to individuals like Sam Lee, these schemes lack transparency and pose significant risks to investors. As an Indian national hiding in Dubai, Chavis and Hyper's association with fraudulent ventures underscores the need for heightened vigilance and awareness. Stable Deo and Stable Opinion, spearheaded by Sam Lee, continue to perpetrate Ponzi scamming in the cryptocurrency and MLM realm. Fleeing to Dubai amid allegations of involvement in various Ponzi schemes, Sam Lee's track record of deceit is undeniable. Stable Opinion, launched as part of Stable Deo, operates as a Ponzi scheme, enticing investors with promises of returns without tangible products or services. Affiliates invest varying amounts, lured by the prospect of weekly returns and recruitment commissions. Amidst the allure of easy gains, it's crucial to recognize the warning signs and exercise caution. With the lack of transparency and inherent risks associated with ventures like Stable Opinion, investors must remain vigilant to protect their hard-earned money. Join us as we dissect the truth behind stable opinion, shedding light on the dark underbelly of Ponzi schemes. Together, let's raise awareness and safeguard against financial exploitation.
Few years. Okay, I'm pretty sure that this video was recorded on the 13th of May. Yeah, it is very cool. So what I'm doing now, what am I trying to do here, kids? I'm trying to watch the video. What have we got? We got MP4. Hopefully we can find the video and look for leadership. Where's my video? What I'm trying to do now is the date that this video was recorded. I actually put this. You can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm just trying to think where I put this video. I can't open everything. What am I going to do? Where do I find this video? I'm just thinking out loud here, kids. I think the video was on the May. So now I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and I'm asking it what, I can't find the year. What day was Monday the 13th in the last few years? So it's probably the 13th of February. Monday the 13th of February. So it was filmed. So they don't tell me what year, but 23. So I'm assuming that this would have been on the 22nd of the 13th of March. Monday the 13th of March. I need to get this right. So let's just go to the video if I can find it. And I would have stored this video on my computer. 1 minute, please, caller. I'm looking for the video. I hate doing things in real time. It's so painful, but we'll get there. Trust me. And we're looking for a video that was filmed for Dable. It's not there. I'm trying to find the video. What am I doing, Danny? I'm not really. Oh, movies. That's encouraging. No, it's not movies. I need to go to. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to go to Dropbox, and then I need to find movies in Dropbox, and then I need to find the movie that I uploaded just last night. Bob thinks, call him Zoom. Oh. Okay, we'll do that. I need a link to click on though, unfortunately. Has you got a link? Because I can't click on the numbers. So what have we got in the chat room? Is there a link, Bob? Because I'm just killing time. Bob's given me another one. There is a link here, but I don't know if this is going to work. No link. Okay. I'll just try this one here, but I don't think it's associated with the actual one. No, that's the host one. YouTube. It's password. Or maybe it might work. I'll give it a go. Let's see if I can do it. It probably will work. But the Zoom blocked me yesterday because they are not my friend. And let's see if I can do it. I'll go join. It should work the same, so we'll see what happens. Just don't want to. They keep asking me to do things, so let's go here. I'll go cancel. We'll go back to upload my video in a second. Launch meeting, cancel, and then if you do that enough times, and then you get join, and we've got a password. Same message, same methods. What are you trying to do to me? All right, so now I'm going to go back to finding my video in the background. You can keep looking at that 101 message. Trust me, I'm going to get that tattooed on my body. So I'm trying to think. Stable Deo. What was it? Stable Deo. I'm trying to find this video that I'm uploading. It's so hard sometimes. Deo. That happened to me too. Yeah, same. All right. So I'm trying to think of something here. I'm trying to think of the name of the movie. Chavis. So I just searched for Chavis. Final and more stable opinion. There it is. Okay.
Let me introduce. This is our amazing vice president of
our partner companies.
All right.
Our various organs.
So the video I'm uploading was Monday the 13th of March. Now you're going to see how good my memory is. Monday the 13th of March. Monday the 13th of March was 22. So now I'm going to go back to my video, share this tab, And I'm going to make sure that I make this go back to the 22nd of March. What did I say? 13th, which is a Monday. Okay, the video location, don't know, but I put Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. And everything's ready to go. All right, so now I'm going to go next. And it's going to say, do I want to monetize it? I go, yes, turn that on, go done. I'll probably get maybe $1, maybe $4. My best video ever, I got $400 for, and that was how to withdraw your money from Hyperverse, a 2 hour and 7 long minute video. It's asking me if I've got any anything naughty in it. I go, no, submit the rating. And then it says, go next. And it goes video elements. So I want the subtitles available. So they're not there. So I'm going to just tell it to auto sync the voice. And then I go done. And once it uploads the video, it will automatically do that. It says at the end of the screen, do you want things to come up? I go, yes, I do. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find one of the old videos. And I literally, I'm quite happy with everything that's in here because I know it's all about Chavis, baby. And what else do I want? I want one of the videos, the video I just did yesterday of him. So probably false claims. So I'm going to replace that one. I'm going to find the video of him saying he's Mr. Amward. So when you watch the video and you watch it to the very, very, very end, it popped up with 3 choices where you could go off to. I do those. And then I add those. But you can import those from other videos. But then I want the add card. So when you're watching a video and video messages pop up along the way, you can choose to have things. So what I want to do is the first thing I want to do is just find Chavis because we know Chavis. So I'm searching my own videos for Chavis. And I just grabbed 5 videos. So there's the first one, add card, video. Click on there a couple of times, put Chavis. I'll put that last one down. I haven't been a predator. That's always pretty good. The predator because he goes after mum and dad investors. This one here has been removed from the internet due to privacy, but I put it back online and then they haven't cut it off. But sometimes they try all sorts of things. We'll come down here. I remember when I found Chavis's last name, so I'll put that video in there. And wonder if I've got, yeah, and there was another video which was quite good, and that was where they invited me onto the Zoom meeting. So I go through here and I try to think of the videos that would be good for people to watch to help publicize this more. So now I have 5 videos that will pop up as the video is playing, and I just go through here and I have to spread them all out. So 2 hours a video will pop up, an hour and a half a video will pop up, suggesting that people go and watch it. 1 hour in a video will pop up, and then 30 minutes in a video will pop up, and then straight away. So I usually make the straight away one, move them all along. This is what I do. Every day I upload a video. When you're doing lives, you don't have to do all this stuff. I used to spend hours creating videos and then uploading them. So they're all roughly about even. And then I go save. All right. Now, yeah, you're getting the whole tour today. All right. So that's great. And then I go next. Any copyright information? Nothing yet found. Visibility. Now, this is something I've been doing lately. They've just changed it all, which is quite cool. So I've got members, and I encourage everyone to join, be a member of mine. So they've got this new thing. It says from members to public. So this video is literally going to take, it's still uploading. It's got 21 minutes worth of uploading. It's going to take probably another 5 hours before the high definition version comes out. So I'm going to make it available to anyone that's a member of my YouTube channel basically straight away. So I picked the 13th, which is today. Oh, that's ironic, April 13th, and it's 13th this was recorded. And I'll make it, I'll give it a time. So today it is 10 to 7 in the morning my time. So it's going to take another 20 minutes. It's probably going to take another 2 hours. And then I reckon a nice time to release this would be 11 o'clock my time, which would be quite, I think 7 p.m. That will be, I'll actually make it, if I can, I'll make it 10:45 a.m., which will be 15 minutes before the other prime time stuff starts up. All right, so that's me. And then I go schedule. And it's checking my video and got it. And that will disappear. Now, if I shut that window, I have to leave that open while I'm doing it. Close. Okay, hopefully it will come back. Right, and it's telling me it's uploaded. It's 50% done. So that's what's involved in uploading a video. I mean, Rob did this one yesterday, which was Keith Williams doing.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming. You're coming, yeah?
Now, I spent 8 hours re-editing this video because I spelt Keith Williams' names wrong and relaunched this video. And this video took me a lot longer than that one to upload because...
Good to see you, pal. Boom, there you go.
Dude, shut up.
Let's do this. Let's get
How we do. So what I did is I went through everybody in the video. Remember, I'm here to name and shame people, and I put the timestamps of when all these people came into the video. And that basically means that if for your viewing pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, if I go to the bottom of this video, you'll see that all the time, all the chapters are at the bottom, right? And people used to give me a hard time about doing long form content. Now I stream. The other day I did one for 7.5 hours. I have done one for 24 hours. Unfortunately, I missed that one. Didn't get recorded because if you do them more than 12 hours, YouTube do not keep them online. They just live stream it. But anyway, you go to view all, right? And now for your viewing pleasure, you press play.
And
you
good afternoon and good evening. Welcome to Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning, Saturday evening.
Then you click on that button, and that's when
all wrong, guys.
Turns up. All these people.
Good afternoon.
You may have actually seen.
Wonderful.
Before.
Listen,
and they're still rampant.
I got pumped up before
because these are not, this is not Boomerang.
Valerie, Denise,
people
and
Alberto.
They did a
think that this is all
fantastic
new.
job.
You go,
So,
no, the guys in these Zoom
that was already the good
years.
pumping up that we had.
So
I wasn't missing
if you
this opportunity.
have a look
so I put my hand
at
up
these names,
earlier on.
I mean, here's one here.
To say my 2
Sharon
minutes.
James.
I've got something to say.
Somebody say that. Let's
her boyfriend got
the
locked
queue
up
anyway. Then
fiddling with
will
something. She's got a, and she's been in Dubai. You've got Mario. You just need to click on the links, and there's Mario.
Mario, how are you, champ?
Do you recognize these people?
Go ahead and unmute. Click on that button.
And there's a guy called Sam.
I don't even everyone can come along with
a lot of these people would have come and gone.
And I can
but a lot of these people are still around. What about
Monday? Why? Because we are changing lives in parts of the world where they need help. They need something. And that's what we're doing. Boom.
Thank you.
Love it. Thank you. And thank you for those kind words, Sam. You need to go and speak to some people that don't know. Danielle, how you doing?
Danielle. Now, interesting enough, in this video,
show me when I've gone to a minute, please.
Every single person that went on that Zoom were praising them because
I came into this. I hadn't seen any presentation. Anything. My soul sister from Turks and Caicos said to
their life.
She knew that I was having financial difficulties, so she said to me, "Look, this is really great. You got to do it." I said, "Okay, fine." I just jumped in, and a couple of weeks later, I
brave on.
And then capturing it beautifully. And Andy's in the house. How are you?
7 years of age and promoting Hyperverse, and what even got
mute, please.
At a Hyperverse tour. Went to Dubai twice, and he's got pictures of him. SY, I don't know who this guy was.
Night, whatever time it is. How are y'all?
Billy. Now Billy.
Get involved, like building, right? Hey, Bill, how we doing?
Hey, Calpesh. Hey, Keith. Man, what a great day.
While he's doing this, he's
beyond leadership. That's why I will never miss leadership. I can't. Because something will happen, right? And like Carmel.
What about this one?
Hello to everyone in that room. Carmel.
Hey, Carmel in the house.
Wow. Hey, guys.
But some of these videos,
how are we doing? Why are you here?
VIP fight.
Why am I here? Well, it first of all started with Miss Linda Liddell.
Through the cracks in the floorboard, and I've got evidence here of these people claiming that they're making lots of money from Hyperverse.
Yes.
So if I was law enforcement and I actually had my finger around my bum and actually do something about scammers, why aren't they investigating these people that are seeped away with money?
Good morning. It's my first time. I'm
Listen to this lady.
As nervous as can be, and I've been in tears. So bear with me. My gosh, why am I here? Because dear Vanessa Skidmore shared with me, and I believe with what she shares or what she touches generally turns to gold. So I have faith. I know nothing. I still kind of say I know nothing. I've been in for just over a year. Definitely purpose driven. I had a 30-year career that I left.
God, she's crying.
About 8 years ago, because my health was being affected. I'm sorry. If I need to stop, I can.
Yeah.
And I just left on faith after 30 years. I'm like, I'm a survivor. you know, we all have a story. This girl definitely has one.
She threw a job into the wind.
I was a very young mom, but I won't get into everything. But anyways, 30 years I left. I was a grocery buyer, and I was, you know, sampling a lot of things that we shouldn't be eating as a buyer, and the environment and different things. And they told me I was diabetic.
An advert for herself.
So
I'll get to it later.
Fast forwarding a bit, I was on insulin, and I do that 4 times a day. After I left, I started helping with a nonprofit, being that I am purpose driven, and they hired me after I told them I'd take a temp job while someone was on maternity
very
leave.
sad story.
So I've been
I'm not
there
going to
for just
continue
over
story.
6 years
Look at
now.
that in your own time.
And I just
But my
gave
point
notice.
is that this lady here,
I am leaving.
I think she's made VIP 5 or 4, something like that.
Very hard
She tells
decision
her
because
story.
I
She's very
make
emotional. She's
money for
upset.
them.
And
I was a
when you
buyer.
go
I
through
made
these
money
videos
for
like
my
I
30-year
I
employer.
go back and I listen to these guys.
I
and
am in fund development,
these guys must be like
fundraising for
they
this
either made a
nonprofit,
killing
but it's
and they
time
keep
for
their mouth
me
shut,
to
or they kept all their
put
money in
energies and
for, like,
efforts
Pretty
elsewhere.
Smart and lost everything when it crashed. And now
I
they
am
want to go back
super
into the money.
excited. I really wanted
I
to
don't
share,
know,
and then you're
but
like, okay, why are
a lot
you
of
coming
people
on?
here have made a lot
The
of money.
first
that we
person
don't see
I
anymore. That's
shared with,
possible.
a couple,
And it's just
actually
sort of pretty. Anyway, you got. So what I'm saying is, I want to have a look at history. A walk in the park.
Sean, how are you doing, champ?
Smile maker.
And go watch these, and I've time to get them all for you.
Hey.
You don't have to watch the whole lot. I mean, Tina started talking money, and Keith Williams had to shut her up because we're not allowed to talk money because it's all rewards. All these people are jumping up and down about the money they're making,
I am so
but it's actually
hyped.
all
I
about the
cannot
rewards they get.
stand it.
So Keith
My
reminds
heart
me
is pumping.
because
I'm
you're not allowed to talk
shaking.
money.
Stories like Sean right before me.
But I couldn't get over the amount of people that come in here and are shining smoke up their bums.
This is what
They're absolutely delirious. But I'm just going to flip through a few of these.
Smile maker.
The lady broke up. They had to get rid of her.
And she's obviously very passionate as well. Hey,
Kemi.
Queen.
So this lady here.
I'm unmuted. Okay.
Yeah, just
the one that looks like she's got a neck operation. That is actually her.
I just want to thank you, Kalpesh, Tammy, Jackie, Brenda, everybody, you know, who just gets up here and uses their time to help us. But I just wanted to say that.
Funny enough, I had a comment in the comments of this video.
When I'm on here and I hear people asking questions that they should ask the person who brought them in.
Around at this time.
You know, it's kind of frustrating to me because it takes time away from the important stuff. But my Alta,
she had nothing to live for, and then
she's my
she discovered
cousin.
Hyperverse.
14 to go. Cecilia.
Hey, great afternoon.
Cecilia,
Cecilia, Nicholas, you're up next. How you doing?
Hey.
How are you? How's San Fran?
Hi, Keith.
Hey.
Thank you for calling me. I just want to say hi, and I'm very excited. You know
Good
why
news?
I'm here.
Good news? Good news?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. Anita, tell us. Good news?
Okay. Yeah, I just want to let you know I'm very small amount shy from the VIP 5. I can be VIP 5
You're going to tell me you're
anytime.
2,000
Wow,
people. I think
I'm
that's
so
how you become a
excited.
VIP 5.
I just want to
I
get
used to
on
think that
to
when
share with you,
so much
and
military
I
value,
can't wait.
you
You know, I couldn't believe it. I can make it so quick. You know, I thank you for all your support. And especially
there you go. She would be getting $2,000 a week from commission.
Hello, everyone. It's Vanessa Turner.
How are you doing?
So every one of these here to me.
And Julia. So Andy, how are you? Grandpa?
I'm okay. I've been very.
I love the t-shirt.
Yeah, well, this is why I joined Hyperverse, because.
Yep, and then
Whitney, you're up next.
This is the
Hey. Hello, Mr. Williams. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for I'm amazing. I'm truly blessed. I'm truly amazing. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak. I will make this as short and concise as I can. I know we're trying to wrap things up, and there's other people that have been waiting a while to speak.
Before I uploaded
I was ruminating on your, why are you here? And
then
there was
I gave
2
her the
points that I
nickname,
wanted to make
the blurry
for
face
myself.
suckerfish lady. lady
The
because she was
first
telling
is
people that were moaning
one
about
of
not
the
being able to
reasons
get their
that
money
I
and
got
not doing their own
into coaching. I'm a certified life
work
coach,
and
and
keep
the
on
other
asking
reason that I
everyone
got
to
into
help were
Hyperverse,
suckerfish people.
I want to be the
She likened
best
it to a big
asset
fish that was
to
floating through the
people
ocean, and all
in
those
my
little
life
fish
as much as I
on
can
the
be.
belly.
I want to bring
She gave me a
value,
smashing talk. She's
not
Coach,
just from helping people find
Coach
financial
Whitney,
freedom
she
and
calls
all of
herself.
those things. I think that's
Is
great.
it Fiona?
But
Fiona, the
money
lady from
isn't
Hawaii.
everything.
She's
I
your
really
replacement. But
believe
anyway, long
that
story short,
having self-awareness, having
is
emotional
I'm
intelligence,
keeping an eye at the
knowing and
new
understanding how
Zoom
you
meetings.
show
It
up
looks
in the
like they would
world,
have
being able to
given up
be
on
of
the meeting
service to
today.
other people. Those are the things that we're here to learn
Anyway,
as
so I
humans.
used to
So
blur her
for
face
me,
out.
my
So then
life's
the
work
people
is
used to
truly to
go,
help
I used
people
to say to
do
people
that
that this
internal
lady
emotional work, and
is
also
disgusting
part
because
of that
she
is
wants
the
to
money piece of
scam
it,
people and get people
because
to sign
money
up
is
underneath
energy,
her in multi-level
and
marketing,
you
but
learn
she doesn't
so
want to
much
show
about
her
a
face. And
person
everyone was
when you
saying,
see how
"Oh,
they
what a
are with
horrible
money.
lady!"
And a
Betsy
lot of
blurring out
times
your
money is
face
very, very much attached to a lot of
and
the
doing
other
that,
things that we have
and
going on
everyone
inside
else has
us,
to show
right?
their
If you're a
faces,
cheap
but they
person in
didn't
your
realise
emotional
I
life, you're
was
typically going
blurring
to
out
be a
her
cheap
face
person
for
in
her.
your
And then she
financial
couldn't
life.
complain about the
If you're
videos.
someone that is
She
very giving in your
reports my
emotional
videos
life
all
and
the
you're
time,
very
which doesn't
you
mean the
plant
video comes
seeds
off.
into
It just
people, you
means if
want to
she's
help people,
successful,
you tend to do that
she
with your
can
money as well. And
she can
so
have
I
it
think
blocked in
that
her
money is
country,
really a
which is a bit of a
reflection of
pain.
our
So I
inner
didn't want that
state.
to happen at the time.
And again, it's
But
just
now,
energy.
when you're
And
on
so
Zoom,
when I think about
and
the
it comes
people
up
in
and it
my
says you
life
are
that
being
are
recorded,
struggling with
I'm
money,
pretty
that
sure if you read through the terms and
I
conditions
think
of
about,
Zoom,
I'm a
they
first
have the
generation
right to
Canadian.
broadcast it anywhere. So if
My
you're in a
parents are
Zoom
from the
meeting
Caribbean,
and it's been
and we
properly
have a
put on
whole
the
mix
internet,
of other things
I
that,
think it's
like
just fair
most of us from
use
the Caribbean
after
have a
that.
whole mix up of all
So
kind of
anyway,
things.
so that's her
I'm
raved
a
on.
mix
She
up, I'm a
raved on in that
Calhoun.
particular minute.
So
She said she would only be a minute. She
it's
took
one
20
of those
minutes.
things.
So what I was doing here, guys, I'm
Right
just
there,
showing
right
you
now. That's why you need to go
some of
to
the people, and I'm sure if you
the
flip through the
internet.
video
Okay.
here and look at the names,
Can you hear me now?
you'll probably see some fake
I've
people
got a
all around
60th.
doing this scam.
How are you?
But yeah, I'll just flip through the rest.
You've been waiting patiently. Colleen, your time.
And then I saw Crypto Lou, and I thought,
God always brings
I'm not
the
thinking, is
truth
that the
out.
guy that was in a
Doesn't matter
wheelchair?
what platform it
His name
is,
was Jamal,
what conversation it
but I
is,
thought, oh,
what
that's that
people
guy
it is. God
that
always
to our meeting
brings the
ages
truth
ago.
out.
He was in the
So
wheelchair.
all I'm gonna
Who
say,
kept telling us he went through the
iPhone
academy and got a lot of
Jackie,
money.
then Janet, then we've got a couple more to go. Then we're pretty much done.
I don't know who iPhone Jackie is, but she was.
Please,
Everybody in here
iPhone
was saying
Jackie.
how wonderful it was.
Are
There
you
was no
back?
Danny.
No,
There was no
you're right.
Bob.
You're right. Are you back
There
from
was
Jamaica
no
as well?
Bobs in here questioning
hello,
them
Keith.
or asking questions. Everyone was making money. It was just incredible. And the last but not least was literally
And you're up.
Valerie A. Kemp,
We did training this morning, almost
who
3
was a
hours,
trainer,
2.5,
who
3
wrote a
hours of
book,
training.
blah, 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 blah.
So
Yeah, so interesting stuff. But that's what I'm doing at the moment. So if you haven't been keeping up with current events, pals, you can see if you come down to the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger playlist, you can see I've got the Chavis video. If I can get that going right. So the Chavis video admitting that he was working for Hyper One, and I'm uploading another video now showing that he was also working for Stable Opinion / Stable Dayo, which means this isn't his first rodeo. In fact, he's got. We're going to put up another video of him doing a presentation. I'm looking for the best video of Chavis doing the presentation about Stable Dayo, and then I'll find another video of him doing the presentation for Boomerang. And then at the end of it, we'll have 4 videos, 4 different Ponzi schemes or scams or frauds websites that he's been involved in. So when he pops up in his next one, we'll be able to show these people that this isn't his first rodeo. That's the goal. Obviously, Keith Williams, well, it's a sad story. In some ways, he's got stage 4 cancer, but he lives in a £3 million house. I know from a very close friend of him that spent Christmas with him that he's fighting cancer. Any day now, Keith will be, what am I trying to say? Keith will probably pass or go to the other side, as they say. And then obviously we've got these 3 people here. We've got Sam Lee, Ryan Jew, and Alan Glow. And if you go back here, you can see the accolades that they were saying about Ryan and Sam just can't be true and factual. But that shows you when they first started back in 2014, they had a company called Bitcoin Group. And then obviously I just showed you earlier on the Stephen Rees Lewis. I've got 7 videos there all spliced into one video. And obviously we've now found the right Stephen Rees Lewis. And now I've started adding articles linking off to what other people are saying about Stephen Rees Lewis. And the funny thing is people are still discovering that this is brand new to them. And they didn't realize that Stephen Rees Lewis has been found because they must live with their head in a hole. And then this other platform here, this is the presentation, the voice of Hyperverse, Mick McCahey. He works for Cork FM in Cork in Ireland. And here he is with his arm around Rod Stewart. Now that guy there has been in all probably, I don't know, 50, maybe even 100 videos promoting Hyperverse and making zillions of dollars. And now he's dropped off the planet. We don't see him anymore. But however, there's a presentation. Everyone that watches Cork FM would know it's his voice. And here he is with his arm around Rod Stewart. So that tells you a lot, doesn't it? And then the next video here is, I'll just see if it goes all the way. It did go all the way, so I need to go back. The next video there was played on Rob's YouTube channel yesterday, and this is when the sound goes off. But this is actually Kalpesh Patel doing a Hyper Tech Group presentation. Quite breathtaking, but well worth a watch. And then the one that Rob was actually doing yesterday was this one here with Kalpesh Patel doing the presentation. And this was recorded in May 2021. And that's when it was all Hyperverse. And the video that's going the best at the moment is actually good old Sam. And this is a video between Sergey, who wanted a video of Kalpesh actually promoting Hyperverse, which he couldn't find on the internet, which one of my Avengers, Susie, found in 10 seconds. And I've now put that obviously into a framed video of me in the background. And here's Sam Lee in this video here talking to Sergey about how he wants to do, Sergey wants to do a lawsuit against Ryan Jew, and Sam theoretically was going to help him and provide him information. But he wanted Sergey to fly to Dubai because Sam can't leave probably and have a meeting face-to-face. Sergey says no, and it never went anywhere. But in the meantime, Sergey has actually collected 1,900 people's signatures he needs 3,000. He claims he's going to do a lawsuit against Ryan. I'm actually not an advocate of these lawsuits. They're all full of shit. And the fact that he didn't even know that Stephen Reese Lewis had actually been found and identified, and that happened 3 months ago, I don't think this guy is the one to lead the charge. And he won't even click on a link and watch a video. He won't even come and it's just a pain in the bum dealing with this guy. So, hey, you're never going to get your money back if you invest in Hyperverse. Unless you live in the UK and you took your money out of your bank account, put it into crypto, and your bank never warned you. There's a loophole out there where you can get your money back, but there's a whole lot of dubious companies out there, one of them's reached out to me, and I don't trust even recommending it because the guy was gaslighting me so much, it was just ridiculous. Anyway, and then the other one is the one that I always go on about. This video here is a video of a Hypertech board meeting, and it's got 20 people in it. So if you go back to Hyper One and you go to Hyper One's YouTube channel, you can see a video there of Chavis actually promoting Hyper One as part of Hyper Tech Group. And then Hyper Tech Group then launches into Stable Opinion, Stable Deo. And, from my opinion, a lot of people, and I'm gonna say it, weak-minded people that haven't done their due diligence are actually claiming that Sam Lee is behind all this. Sam Lee is the front guy. So it's kind of like saying that Steve Jobs was probably not the same as Steve Jobs, but let's bring Steve Jobs into this. So Steve Jobs is responsible for everything that happens at Apple. But even though he owns the company, we did own the company, they develop a lot of products. Now, he's not developing the products directly himself, is he? So, I mean, okay, Steve Jobs, the front of Apple. That's probably not the best example because Steve Jobs not running a Ponzi scheme. But they throw these people at the front. And because everyone got used to seeing Sam Lee at the front doing all these presentations, I mean, we got used to seeing Stephen Reese Lewis, didn't we? And everyone was going on about how Stephen Reese Lewis was the CEO of Hyperverse and he's responsible for all the money. He's just the front guy. So since then, we've found out that Stephen Reese Lewis was a paid actor, got paid $7,500 US, got a new suit and some new shoes, and over an 8-month period, went to Bangkok to record in makeshift studios, and it wasn't always the same studio. I've even found the company that was hired to do all the Hyper Nation videos. They're in Kuala Lumpur, would you believe? So I've got all the company directors and all that. They had a professional studio hired to do the work. Once they got some money, they got real professional. So my point is, it would be silly for us to yell at Stephen Rees Lewis. It would be silly for us to do a special, what did they say, those guys? A task force, send a task force around to Thailand. Imagine turning up in Thailand, all the Americans wanting their money back and going up to Stephen Rees Lewis and going, hey, Steve-O, that's his nickname. Steve-O, we want our money back. Steve-O go, I ain't got no money. And you go, oh, but you were the CEO of Hyperverse. Wouldn't you feel like an idiot? Wouldn't you feel like an idiot going after Stephen Rees Lewis, wanting your money back because you genuinely think he was the CEO of Hyperverse and he has all the money and he's sitting on it doing nothing. And then you realize, oh, he's this paid actor. Who do you think Sam Lee is? Do you really think Sam Lee is the instigator? Hey, Sam Lee's got a big history and a big influence. But if he's working for a company called Hypertech Group, then that sort of answers it all. Now, I think my dog needs to go out, so I'm going to actually just chuck on a video in a hurry. What video should I just leave you to watch for a second? Highlights. 9 people watching. Oh, I was looking at the video that I'm playing right now, thinking I should get you guys to watch that. I'll just go back to, let's watch. Yeah, let's just watch this one for a second. I'll just go take pics. There's another person out there called Rory Ganache. Oh, my God, what have I done? Do that again. Let's see if I can stuff that up twice and then I'll let Pixel out. Oh my goodness, have I lost it already? I'm very good at this game. Yeah, I'll do this one here because this one sort of started. There's another person out there called Rory Ganache, and he claims that he's managed to get 20,000 people together who want to pay 15. In case you missed that, because I've watched this 3 or 4 times, family's got any money. I believe that he's a puppet. And he's since been replaced with another puppet called Chavis, and he continues running the scam. That wouldn't happen, in my opinion, if Sam Lee was running the show. So let's get stuck into it, and let's see what we can glean from listening to this short video. I've called it Smack Talk. Waiting for Sam to tune in.
Oh, Sam, can you hear me?
Hey, so how are you?
Good. Can you hear me well?
Clear, loud and clear.
Okay. So let's keep it short and clear. So just as I said in the message, we want your friend Ryan. How do we get this guy? All the info, assets, stolen money, where he's hiding. How do we get to him?
In case you missed that, because I've watched this 3 or 4 times, he's basically trying to work with Sam Lee, and he's saying, how do we get Ryan Jew? How do we get the money back? Where do we find he's hiding? Because obviously Ryan and Sam both went into hiding, but then Sam came out of hiding 8 months after they fled from Australia. News events and news articles have come out since $58 million have been stolen from Australian investors through the company Blockchain Global. Ryan owned 40% of that company and Sam Lee owned the other. Ryan Jew tried to buy that company off Sam Lee for 400 Bitcoins and $1.7 million worth of money. It didn't seem like he didn't ever pay for the money, but it did seem like he got control of Blockchain Global, and the money disappeared shortly after it. So I believe that Sam got shafted by Ryan Jew. So this is why this video interests me, watching to see whether Sam really wants to get back at Ryan Jew.
Well, firstly, you don't have the necessarily know-how or resources to get to him. So there's very simple things going on right now. And that is that I am working on this, right? And I do want to work with you. So
I'm working on this. He's claiming that he's working on getting Ryan Jew and the money. That's what he's claiming.
Considering everything that you have is already public knowledge, why don't we work together on this?
So he's an arrogant prick, really. He's just assuming that everything that Sergey has is public knowledge, and he doesn't have any hidden gems of information. That's arrogance.
What I need is for you to
Right, dogs.
be able to cooperate with me. Now,
yeah. So my new strategy, guys, is I'm still on the bones of my ass, and I'm thinking going forward, what can I do with my YouTube channel? And I obviously need to spend time, and I'm doing okay, just not getting enough money to pay debt. I'm just staying the same, and I've accumulated debt. I've had to pay tax and all this sort of carry on. So with the times of these meetings that we keep closing down being earlier, it means I can get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it is 7:18 a.m. in the morning in New Zealand where I live. And it's quite good because it means I can actually put together a morning show. And Rob's got it covered at the moment, which is pretty cool. So he's doing the evening stuff, which is, I go to bed listening to Rob at 1 o'clock last night. I've had 5 hours sleep. I think it was 2 o'clock. So I might have only had 4 hours sleep, but I feel okay today. And then I think what we need to do is, I think I'm going to take this to another level. I want to do a few, with my YouTube channel, I really want to upload videos because they get more traction. Rob's actually doing better than me at the moment, and his content's great and coming up in the search results. A lot of the videos that I do, to give you an example, these lives can go from normally a live that gets about 300 or 400 views is actually quite good, but it seems like you're only getting an allotment of traffic. So it's not, the more videos, the better. If I did a video once a week, I'd probably get more viewership. And people don't have times to catch up, because I find it hard keeping up with Rob's videos, and he's just one YouTube, and I watch a lot of YouTubers. But what I thought I would do is go through the internet and find all these videos before they get taken off or removed, and building an archive. So I'm actually more of a resource of a website. And that's why I'm quite excited with these videos, because they do take a wee while to do, but I don't have to do a voiceover on top of them. I just need to archive them and make them look pretty. Obviously, we've got the Stephen Reese Lewis stuff, but I created the Stephen Reese Lewis video. It's had 131 views, all right? I chopped that same video up into 7 shorts. And the traffic's very, how do I say, low on a video you upload, but very high when you do shorts. Shorts are less than 60 seconds long. So let's just read out some numbers. 171, 403, 122, 194, 80, 399, and 49. So if you add up all those numbers of viewership from these shorts, so I'll just play one of those so you know what I'm going on about.
We've been busy behind the scenes working on our Hyperverse ecosystem.
So that video there, when you click on the link in there, it takes you, oh no, it doesn't. It takes you created from, yeah, it takes you straight to the video it was talking about.
And Elohim spent.
So what I'm getting at, I'm going to sneeze. Tell me something terrible. That I create 7 shorts to drive them to click on that link so they go and watch the long video. The shorts give me around about 1,000 visitors, but the actual video only receives 131 views. So in time, when people get on the internet and they go to, say, YouTube and search for Stephen Reese Lewis. Oh my goodness, you're telling me I spelled his name wrong. I've spelled Stephen wrong. Is that right? Have I done that? Should I've isn't it Stephen Reese Lewis? And Stephen can be spelled a different way? Oh my goodness. Well, that won't help the viewership very much. Oh, I wrote Stephen wrong. This is the thing. So the only choice I have now is to redo that whole video and spell his name correct. But I should really do that because it's not going to help me in the search engines. What a laugh. So I've spelled Stephen wrong. Oh, at least, and that's the sort of stuff, being dyslexic doesn't help much, but you just get names wrong. But now I've just realized that I've spelled Stephen wrong, which is, it's even telling me it's wrong. So that's not very good. But this is the sort of stuff that don't help me. But if I go Stephen Reese Lewis, then you can see that my mate Jack's videos come up here. His photos come up here, but nothing from me. I'm going to show you something else anyway. So I might literally have to redo that whole video again just to get the name right. But his name is actually Stephen Harris, so that's where I've got that wrong, not Steve. So absolutely incredible. I'll show you something else that's maybe interesting to you, or may totally bore you. I do not know. I'll let you decide. But to help get these videos out, I obviously have a website. And on my website, you'll see that I have blogs. So you can see Keith Williams in this one here. So I create a blog called Hyperverse Leadership Training with Keith Williams. Now I'm just going to go back to my YouTube channel, and I'm going to go to the video. All right, so when you're looking at my video here, you can see a picture of Keith Williams, and you can see a placeholder for a video. So I'm just going to edit that. And so what I've done is I've created static content that will get picked up by the search engines. I've gone through the transcript for the video and told ChatGPT to give me all the tag words to use in my blog, and it's done so. And this is how I go about promoting my videos. Now, when I was getting sued in the New Zealand High Court for $3.8 million, this dirty, disgusting scammer was doing a denial server attack against my website. So now I literally have to pay $100 US extra a month to stop people from doing that. And obviously it gets really pricey when you're doing that. So now I've got this video that's embedded, and there's the video. So people will just click play and they can watch the video on my website. Now, that's great. But if you come down to the bottom here, you can see that I've used all these tags. Now, if you've been following my videos for the last few days, you will know that I've had people contact me complaining that when they search for their name, they come up as a scammer. In fact, the lady who's actually done that is still chatting to me because she's upset that she's not a scammer, but she does know the scammer, which is ironic. So the lady that at the moment that's complaining to me, but I think she has been associated with a scammer, but now she's trying to clean up her name, is Tina Shanks, right? So I'll just bring up. Now, what have I done? Tina Shanks. All right. So when you search for Tina Shanks, you'll see that my website brings up her name. How to avoid being scammed by Tina Shanks. Now, this lady, I don't know whether she's a scammer or not. I'm not really here to name and shame people, but she's sending me messages. This is a message sent just the other day. Listen to this.
I've never said that I want to make a video and explain anything because there is nothing to report. I have nothing to do with this man and his businesses, but I want you to delete the tags. How you avoid to be scammed by Tina Shanks. This is defamation, and also the wrong report in your video is false accusation and defamation, and also crime in New Zealand. Additionally, it's a crime to promote a scam like Boomerang. So my offer, you delete this tag and we're done.
Right, so this lady's claiming that I've mentioned her in a video, and she's not associated with Jane Gregory. But when I was researching Jane Gregory, I must have found her name associated with it somehow. So I've asked her so kindly to point out in the video where I talked about her. And also she wanted, her other colleague wanted to come on a video with me and tell me all they know about Jane Gregory. And they're claiming that they're also scam busters. But now she's threatening me with defamation, blah, 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 blah. But that's the power of using a tag. So when you go back to the video here, which just popped up, you can see that people in the video, I've gone through all the people that were in that video of Keith Williams, and I've tagged them. So if you click on Daniela name, you'll see that my website actually creates a page because she's mentioned in one of the tags. So if I went through and searched for Alan, see that there, That's a search phrase. So if I spend the time and the energy, I literally can create a video, put a tag in it, and when that person's name is searched on the internet, now it doesn't happen straight away, but I'm just going to have a wee play here and see if, oh, brilliant. So here I am, I go to, so Crypto Grandpa's real name is Andy Vining. I think that's Vining. And you can find him on LinkedIn, but look at this. The tag actually comes up like a trooper in the search engine when you search for him, just because I've added that in there. Now, when you click on that there, it's going to take you to my website. Now, Andy Vining may come to me one day and go, hey, man, I'm not a scammer. Why is it when I search for my name, I get this name? It's just my website's been tricked out to collect information. But the beauty of it is when you click on that, you will see Keith Williams. And if you search for Keith Williams, I basically own him on the internet. And you can see all the names of all the people. But what I'm trying to do is if I have somebody go to Google and search for Hyperverse leadership training, you'll see that my results come up, and I can manipulate what this actually says. I don't know if you noticed, ladies and gentlemen, but I've actually put rest in peace, because Keith's got stage 4 cancer, and you can see my website's in good standing, and that's why when the scammer who was going after me, and you search for what's his name, Stephen McCullough, Luna 1. Okay, so if you search, I think I've spelled that right. Right, now this guy was trying to do a denial server attack against my my website, because whenever you search for his name, my website just comes up, and it just comes up terrible. So then I went to town on it. I even produced a Medium account and started copying all my blogs and on the internet. Then the guy decided that he would hire what he calls reporters, and they wrote 100 articles about me so that they could counteract what I was doing to them. So I am here to name and shame anyone, but you can see when you click on that link there, it takes them into Rob, you've got to come online. I'm going to show you something. You're going to can you come online? It would be nice to see you in here. Anyone want to join me? Please do. I don't know what's happening. I've been talking to myself for a wee while. Rob's my co-host. I'll say that he's probably 7:30 in the morning. If you just woke up and rubbed the salt out of your eye, I don't know if that's but we have a special moment, and I'm going to share it with you, Rob. Here we go. You ready? All right, now you won't be able to see this, so I'll enlarge it for you. But you know, this one has been the hardest meeting to get taken down. But you know what that means, Rob? Meeting host is inactive. 101. We managed to get the meeting removed. I believe that I've got direct contact with someone at Zoom. I believe they've been away on holiday for the last 2 weeks and they've just come back to work. But we managed to get the meeting, and this is the first time ever we've actually managed to get the morning meeting removed. So isn't that just brilliant? Can't post comments to the same destinations. Learn more. I don't know what that's talking about. But anyway, so what does that mean? Error code. Right. It says if you are a participant receiving an error code 101 when joining a meeting, this means the host of the meeting has been disabled or restricted. You will not be able to join this meeting. Oh, no. So let's just take this to another level then. If We Are All Satoshi, Boomerang, was a legitimate company, then how come Zoom keep removing them from their services? Well, that's because Zoom, Section 8, doesn't allow multi-level marketers or marketing to be broadcasted through their system because it's illegal. And remember, Chavis has said numerous times that they're going to be legal soon, and they're trying to register themselves as a legal entity. And that's the idea of the DAO, because that means that currently they are not legal. So yes, it was this morning, which gives poor Rob a little bit of a problem. Where are you going to get your content from? Hopefully 11 o'clock this morning, which I'm working today, so I won't be able to broadcast. So maybe Rob could try doing a live broadcast and catch the new meeting links, which would be a laugh. But I'm going to show something funny in Rob here. Rob isn't going to come and defend himself. Let's have a look at something. Oh, look, there's my mate. Oh,
parties. Plus, I think gold is historically undervalued.
This is the guy.
But when the dollar gets stronger, gold is not supposed to do well. When interest rates head higher, gold is not supposed to do well. We're seeing those relations break down right now.
The guy that
and the bond market today, again, I used the phrase a leisurely stroll to safety this morning, and I think that one's holding up now. We've still got upward movement on the long end of the yield curve this morning or this afternoon. The 30 years at 4.611, down 5 basis points. The 10-year 4.507, down 7 basis points. 2-year 4.888,
all right, let's have a listen.
Down 7 points, and the 1 month is at
5.388. Real Stephen
That's up 1 point today.
He's live.
Also happening today of interest. I saw this one. Overnight reverse repos hit $407 billion today. Shout out to my buddy Keenan Haywood, who loves to track this one. That is a new low, not quite a 3 handle, but a new low for the reverse repo as we head lower. The decline in the reverse repo has kind of stalled out here, but if we get into some trouble with the regional banks next week off of the earnings report, I think we could start to see some big drawdowns in the reverse repo coming out of that. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Now, commodities. Let's talk about what's going on in commodities today. Gold. Not so much the news, right? 23.59 for gold. That's a phenomenally high price. But look at the high and lows here now. Just the June futures traded at a high today of 24.48 and a low of 23.50. Since when does gold trade up and down in a $100 range in a single day? All right, we're not. That ain't normal. That's pretty freaking far from normal. Currently down 0.6%. Silver, May silver futures, 28.17. Traded as high today as 29.90. Currently at 28.17. That's down about 0.25%. Now let's talk about this one here. I saw this tweet from the Kobayashi letter today. This is a pretty good one. I think this really well does an excellent job of summarizing the state that we find ourselves in here.
700 people.
Right, he's saying this is very strange. Gold is now up 30% in 6 months.
He's got
posting one of its best 6-month gains in history. Now, this is from this morning, so obviously the price smash that we saw today is not included in this.
I'll give him some love.
He says, however, during this time period, 4 rate cuts have been priced out, and the U.S. dollar just hit its highest level since November of 2023. Meanwhile, risk on investor appetite is at all-time highs, and crypto just hit a new all-time high. Right? We got crypto prices surging. We got AI stocks trading at obscenely high valuations. This is risk-on behavior in these markets.
Been streaming for 9
yet gold is doing well. He goes on here to say every single factor that has historically led to lower gold prices is happening now.
I'm not sure what.
Except for 2 key factors. Central banks are stocking up on gold, and geopolitical tensions are skyrocketing.
He's been on our
I think he's including the Chinese buying of gold in the geopolitical tensions
see
there.
That
when gold is behaving so strangely, it leads you to one key question. Does someone know something? Who knows what? What is it? Who is that someone, and what do they know? What can gold see? Well, let's talk about some of the many things that gold might be seeing. Now,
see if I can find that.
First of all, when you look at gold, there's Mr. Slammy. He's back. We were wondering where he was this morning. I had to open my big mouth. Spot gold went as high as what, 24.32.
I'm trying to find the wallet.
Went as low as 23.34. $100 intraday swing in the price of gold. Good God. I'm not too worried about this price smash today.
This him in the background. Oh my goodness, those 5 million disappeared. Where did it go, eh? Just listen to what this is the main income wallet for We Are All Satoshi, right? And they've just transferred 5 million out. I've been saying for a while it's unusual for them to have so much money on the table. So there you go, guys. There's another 5 million being scammed from mum and dad investors. Out. Okay, let's look at this. Is that it? 4.6? Look at that. 8 hours ago. Is that 4.6 million? I can't read it. It's too big. That's it, isn't it? I think it is it. We'll just check. one day ago. Yeah, it is. Oh my God. So that's money you'll never see again. Have we followed it? There it is there. And I presume transfers. Wow. So I'm gonna label that. I'm just gonna log into this. I'm gonna put that tag 4.6 million. From wow, that's amazing that they've actually taken that money. Yeah, we're watching to see where it goes, eh, Susie? Just incredible. Just gonna go back to my mate Jack.
Against central banks here trying to keep the price down. Not our central bank. They're not fighting the Fed, but they are fighting the People's Bank of China. They're fighting a lot of the European banks that are buying the stuff up. So central banks buying gold, that's quite a headwind. You've also got the big arbitrage opportunity that has shrank between Shanghai and London.
Transferred
That's got physical metal flowing west.
Quite shocking.
So I think they've got a harder job in front of them here to try to hold the prices where we're at, especially considering what I think the scale of the monetary debasement is going to be required to maintain asset valuations at these ridiculously high levels. If they're going to really defend.
Anyway, so that's quite shocking. Tron screen. Okay, so I'm going to see what. Let's have a look. Let's see some real. Are you sure you want to leave YouTube? Okay, as far as we tag this wallet, we've already tagged it. Assets. So it's gone into here. What should we tag this one? Today in the US stock. Is there? Oh, right. So is this where it turned up at? If I look for in money, what should I call this wallet? 34 days ago. Nothing. So is this the other wallet where they store money? A tag. She's going. A tag. Is this a holding wallet? Is that what it is? 175,000. 73,000. Tron feeder for new wallets address. Oh, it gets technical. I'll just grab that. Is that what you reckon we should call it? A Tron feeder for new. We've got some clever people in here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if that will fit. We'll give it a go. Oh, no, it does. No, it's TRX to new addresses to activate the wallet. Oh, I see. So, yeah, I've heard of this before. Studios said what they do is they do little withdrawals. Now, I'm going to explain that in a second, but I'm not going to explain it very well, but I'll give it a go. But basically what they do is they set up these wallets and they keep them empty. And you can see that this one here is 2%. And then it will only have 2 cents in it. Is that money in? So they would use this with money out, wouldn't they? So we go to money out. And not sure, but normally if you follow these wallets, they literally stay dormant for a long time, and then they start piling money into it. But they might use this this address here to create these wallets, and then they start moving money over it. Not quite explain it very well, but I'm assuming that's kind of what they're doing. And I'll just go transfers. No, what do they say? So in order to activate an address on the blockchain it needs to have some of the native token in the wallet. It's very complicated. I believe you know what you're doing there, Susie. Anyway, I did want to show you something. I've got. I'm still watching Jack here. It's quite interesting.
Also, check this one out. Shout out to Macro Edge on X, by the way. Excellent Twitter feed. If you guys aren't following Macro Edge, you should. I can tell you, Mish and I visit Macro Edge on X an awful lot. They're fantastic. And this job cuts tracker is actually really good. They were accurate to within like 1,500 jobs of what the Challenger job cuts report came out with last week. I mean, their job cuts tracker was like right on the money with Challenger, which is like the biggest employment data analytics firm that's out there. And Macro Edge got really close. Pretty impressive for a new outfit.
Well, and they're 100% on news reports. They're not following the reporting. They're just gleaning this from reports. So it's even better on them.
So they're just tracking announcements, right? Like they're what's the word I'm looking for? They're compiling anecdotes and coming up with data points. That's right on the money with Challenger. That's pretty good.
Back on my channel one day.
And look what they're saying about April.
Actually, the fact that
44,369 as of this morning.
Keep an eye on him.
It's only the 12th day of the month, guys.
If somebody wants to have an eye out, let me know.
We're on pace for something like 110,000 job cuts to be announced this month, which would be more than January when all the big tech layoffs were getting announced.
So all of that,
it's not good for the employment situation. But don't worry, we added 303,000 jobs, right, according to the BLS data. Okay. That's a lot of people making coffee at Starbucks.
I'll go to
another thing going on. I saw this one. Let's talk about commercial real estate for a minute now, because shout out to Melody Wright on X who posted this one. That's another account you guys should be following. Melody Wright on X and on Substack. She does a lot of job tracking mortgage finance, and I thought this story was really interesting. Cheap mortgages.
Hey, just been watching your live. If you are free straight after, feel free to jump into mine and say good day. I'm going to invite you, might pop up. All right, so we're going to keep this going. What else can we do? All right, so we'll just leave Jack there for a bit. I've sent him a message asking him to pop in and say good day. I did want to go to Rob's channel because there's some funny stuff that happened in Rob's channel last night. Not to take the piss out of you, Rob, but you know me, can't help myself. So I'm going to go to YouTube. What else have I got distracted when I got in here, didn't I? Here's Rob over here. So Rob's doing really, really well at the moment. He's actually got 856 subscribers. Now, when I got to that stage, I was getting really excited, but I couldn't get to 1,000. When you get to 1,000, you monetize your YouTube channel, which does make it quite exciting to get a little bit of money for your videos. And also you can see what videos are going well and learn a lot more about YouTube. So I'm going to put the link to Rob's YouTube channel, Rob's YouTube is. And if you haven't subscribed, I know everyone on my channel has. There's 9 people in here at the moment. Please do go visit Rob's channel and make sure you do subscribe.
Become a premium subscriber. I want to be. We always advise.
I want. Rob was doing a brilliant commentary yesterday
that you decided to trade based on the opportunity.
He's drinking on the job. I want to see.
Will trigger not only a Bitcoin bull run, but a price rally in the broader crypto ecosystem. So that'll be interesting. Well, what would be absolutely fascinating is that if we woke up in the morning and Bitcoin hit $100,000, and then all that Bitcoin that was supposed to be in the Vault Horizon, but is now in the Cash Out Bank, would all have to be paid out. Like, How quick would that have to be paid out? Oh, Susie has just told me National Association. Oh, I thought it was North American. Oh,
okay. Now, what happened here is Rob did not know that the sound of the video wasn't playing. So we get one-way, what do you call it? One-way commentary. And it's quite funny. So we'll play some of it. So Rob's listening. Actually, I tell you what would be really funny. How would I do that? I can actually do this. Watch this. I can actually make this work. Robbie, you'll love me for this. 1 minute, please. I got an idea. I can play the video with the sound that Rob didn't have, and we can listen to Rob's. We can help Rob out here. Okay, let's first of all bring up the video on the phone. Let's go back to the exact same time where Rob starts, so we know where to go. So let's see if we can go back. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we're going to go. Okay, 1 minute. I'll help you out, Rob. I'll save you. First thing we're going to do is find the video with Kalpesh Patel. Videos. There it is. And now we're going to find the exact same part that Kalpesh Patel was up to.
Offered here today. Hypertech Group is the world's strongest blockchain alliance. They are building the world's best blockchain community, and you can be a part of it today. So the story so far, in 2014, our founder, Ryan Zhu, and his business.
Okay.
I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an investment advisor. I am a mega passionate entrepreneur that loves making a difference. And so I hope I get to do that tonight. So then I want to just bring something to your awareness. There is an industry over the last decade that has created thousands and thousands and
I want to be one
of new millionaires.
Thing I have. They're huge. How big is it?
Like it's.
I'm serious.
So if you were serious about making money, then you would definitely have heard about the industry. If you're not serious, why not? Let's see if we can get you serious about making money. I need to speed
up my video.
95%.
I've been there.
Oh my goodness.
Thousands and thousands and thousands
of
new millionaires.
The whole planet.
Have you heard of?
Even Mars.
Boom! Right there in your face. So, what's your
I am
odds? That's
sorry.
What are people up to
no, of course
get out of that disastrous end game? So here's a nice little measure. Do you remember when telecoms got
All right, I'm going to wait for him to catch up. And
oh my God, who's that? Huh?
We'll get it about right. Okay, we're going to help you out, Rob. It's going to be good. I've got the exact. I should be able to get it pretty much exact. So if you haven't figured out what I'm doing here, Rob couldn't get the sound going. We didn't know the sound wasn't working.
Come on,
and
we're prepared to do.
I've now got the sound.
Regulated.
Here we go.
In the 90s, I jumped straight in with both feet. Had no clue about telecom. Never built a telecom company. Zero technology. My brain is not wired for technology, so zero technology. And yet, I just knew this was one of those moments in life that wasn't going to repeat itself. And
how did you know?
And did something. Who knows where could it go? And I ended up building a company that was turning over £3.5 million a month.
No way.
That was a hectic company. And I did all that from my front room. Incredible. Thought that would have happened. And we had hundreds of people working for us all over the country.
All in your living room?
All because I said yes to taking a risk, taking a chance. What about the dot-com boom? You make money in that?
No.
I remember in 97, 98, I think it was 98, maybe back end of 97. I jumped into a company that was selling websites, and I started selling websites to everybody.
Awesome.
People didn't even know what websites were in the late 90s. But
what are they? That's what I used to do.
Why? Because I have this incredible ability to see into the future and take action.
Chavis.
And so there I was selling websites. Everyone's looking at me going, what the hell does anyone need a website for? What are you talking about, Kalpesh? And made a fortune.
He's a hero.
What about that app boom? The last decade, you've had an opportunity to get into another massive multi-billion-dollar space. Did you?
Yeah, what's wrong with you guys?
Come
Come on.
The last 10 years that were in the app space and made a nice little tidy fortune alongside whatever else I was doing as well. Now, here's the thing. Just because I'm good at making a fortune doesn't mean I was good at keeping it, right? I spent too much on way too much. Didn't have some of the fundamentals built. But the point is, having made gazillions and spent gazillions and given away gazillions, I wouldn't change any of it. Because once you learn the skills, you never forget. And so I'll ask you a question now. If you didn't make money in all of those opportunities, why not? What about mobile phones? No?
I was just stupid. I was just stupid. I'm sorry.
Right. So what Rob's hasn't mentioned here that he doesn't know, or he might not say, but actually Kalpesh Patel has actually spent time in prison. He got involved in a scam that was involving $25 million, and there was 12 business people involved in it. And he admitted guilt. He got a fine for £330,000, and he also got incarcerated, I believe, for 12 months. So he's a jailbird, which is kind of ironic, really. But anyway, but he doesn't mention that in this speech. So I'm going to let Rob continue because this is quite funny.
So what if you were given another chance? What if that happened?
Oh, no way.
Me, life is good like that.
Really?
Every now and again, it will put something in your way that if you see it, it can transform everything. If you don't, life just carries on as normal. There is an industry, it's called the blockchain industry. It's a blockchain. Wow. Technology is revolutionizing the way that the world is working, right? It rewrites the way money works.
Is that like
money
blockchain?
is the most profitable industry in the world.
What is
the first time in our history has money been deregulated, meaning it's been passed with the power of money always in the hands of the few, to now it's in the hands of the many.
Yes.
The public has now got control.
So all this time we're trying to contact Rob,
wallets,
saying that we can't hear the sound. But obviously I made the sound happen now, Rob.
It's an industry that is attracting trillions of dollars.
Oh,
trillions.
I thought you meant
already gone past
We've got
$2 trillion already, and it's climbing fast. And people are predicting it's going to go into the tens of trillions over the next decade.
Way.
So are you going to miss out again, or
probably
will you course correct? You managed to do something different this time and take advantage.
I'll try.
The question really boils down to: are you ready? Like genuinely?
Well,
are you bringing them?
Money hat on, your brain tuned into, so you still stuck old and scarcity. Well, if you're ready, guess what? I'm going to make some big.
Here he is laughing the fact that I'm ringing him.
Honesty.
He thought it was Susie.
No way.
Credible, documented.
Where?
Well-funded, with experienced owners who are trusted by all of the leaders in
Show me the way. Is this Apple?
Profitable trend this decade.
Microsoft?
That's what we've got our hands on. Your opportunity to get in early with the #1 company in the space.
Facebook?
Is what's being offered here today. Hypertech Group is the world's strongest blockchain alliance.
Who's
they are
there?
building the world's best blockchain community. You can be a part of it today. So the story so far: in 2014, our founder Ryan Zhu and his business partner Sam Lee set up a company called Blockchain Global.
Brilliant.
They invested over $300 million in a whole bunch of projects of their own. And guess what?
This time we're still trying to contact them.
Oh my God.
Rob's chat room.
No way.
Of us chatting about no sound. I'll bring that up if I can.
Serious.
Offices in 22 locations around the world.
Oh my wow.
Now, really, to be honest, company alone is enough.
But check out the chat room. It's friggin' hilarious.
Through, right?
Yeah.
But we don't stop.
Hope you're recording this, Danny. Certainly am.
Ryan Zhu funded $400 million into another 300 projects. This time, not his own, other people's projects.
He's busy.
And today, Collinstar Capital is the world's biggest blockchain VC company.
Is it?
Over 40 of the biggest exchanges on the planet.
Obviously, Rob's so focused on the content.
12 of the top 20 cryptocurrencies. Wow. Now, if you don't know what an exchange is, it's like a bank in this new economy.
Is it?
Cryptocurrency exchange is like a bank. And cryptocurrency is like paper money, the money that you're used to spending, right?
Is it?
So this is the new economy. So it's all happening.
New person's just coming to the chat room. No sound, Rob.
Yeah.
You can jump in with us in a most
We've got the sound going for you, Rob. We just did it in the morning for you.
Is it safe?
In 2016, Ryan Zhu pumped $50 million.
Colin Capital invested 400
working with IBM, working with top universities
million, and has 300 blockchain companies. So anyone believe that's still true?
If you haven't heard about them, you will.
No, I have.
IBM owns more than half of them.
Rob's broken, Josh said.
Wow. I'm going with IBM.
So I ring him again. He thinks it's a joke. It's so funny.
when quantum computers come out, they're thousands of times more
Read the
powerful
messages.
than our supercomputers that we run the world with. They're going to allow us to
And now he's
evolve and
realizing.
accelerate our progress.
Now he's reading the
thousands of
messages
folds,
on his
really
phone.
fast once they roll out.
How fast?
And Australia's version of NASA, which is known as CIRO, Australia's National Science Agency, said that this is the most advanced blockchain project on the planet.
That's the one we want.
That is way ahead of everything else.
Oh, was you ringing him too?
2017,
There's 3 phone calls.
spotted another
I didn't just realize.
dollars.
Are you kidding? You couldn't hear any of that.
Yes. So he's been going for about 10 minutes. And
oh, no, that was brilliant. Me and Cowpish were getting it on, man. And I got 26 people in here. Hey, I'm like, we don't need Cowpish talking. How come there's no bloody sound? Hold on. I'm just going to try that in another browser. Man, I was learning so much there. You guys could have gone home for all I care. You know, I was really getting into that. Right, now let's see if I can bring that up. I'll probably get Cowpish talking. And I knew you were going to say that. We got 27 with me talking.
In 2014,
shit. This is amazing. Hold on, Cowpish. Right, can you hear? Did you hear that?
Ryan Juice spotted another opportunity.
Did you hear that?
He saw a company called BW.com, became available, and he purchased it for $100 million.
Right, did you hear that? Was there any sound? Could you hear that?
No, he's really nervous.
Could you? Okay, we
Josh
can
was
hear
yelling
that
at me.
drag into
Yes.
the browser. Right, we're all good.
Yes,
We're all
I can hear
good.
you.
Right. Oh, it won't be anywhere near as funny now. Right, Cowpish, lay it on me, brother. Come on, let's get it on.
Cash. Boom, done. Transaction done.
Yes.
How many people do you know that go out and buy
we get the
companies for
second
100
version.
mil just like that?
Oh, heaps of
Boom,
people.
Ryan did that, right? And so today that company has mined over $20 billion of assets.
Wow,
So
that's a lot of
think about
assets.
this. Imagine
I'm
you
thinking.
started 100 million today.
Yep.
And 3 years later, you
Yes.
turned that 100 million into tens of billions.
Oh, wow.
Would you take an individual that could do that seriously or not?
Josh has just said in the chat room, he said, I don't know, Danny, but Rob may need an intervention. I think he's ready to buy a license. Yeah, it is funny though, because no one's made any money with these licenses, but Rob and I are seriously thinking that we should start up a scam, our own scam. I've always wanted the DDH coin. I don't know what would have Rob coins, probably Rob coin. But these guys do seem to get away with it, and we are starting to get brainwashed into thinking this is real and genuine life. Yeah, so oh my goodness. But no, we have a lot of fun, and Rob it is fascinating. When we have comments like from Sergey telling us that we should send a SWAT team around to arrest Stephen Rees-Lewis because he's just realized that he has been found, and it's 3-month-old news, we sort of might criticize somebody for not keeping up with what's happening. But every day we're starving for information. Now, Rob won't have any content tonight, so his dilemma for today will be trying to figure out what actually happened to the meeting this morning. And I know Rob will be up at 11 o'clock today at New Zealand time trying to record a meeting so he can get some content so he can do these lives. So the fact that I'm coming up with a few new videos for him, he can grab them and use them. It's quite neat. I was going to go back to listen to Jack for a bit and see where he's up to. See if he's still alive. He's just got donated. Somebody just donated. He gets money. He's got $20, $35 there. People have given him.
Skyscraper that the company I used to work for just built. And fun story.
Should we give him
I was voluntold that I had to submit an idea to my company back in 2020 when I was working remote. I was voluntold by my former supervisor, who was a really nice guy. A lot of respect for him. One of the nicest guys I ever worked for. He's actually the reason I left my day job sooner than I absolutely had to, because I didn't want to do my job half-assed for him. But he voluntold me to sign up for this innovation thing where I had to voluntarily submit an idea for the company. And this was like mid 2020, the height of the pandemic. And the innovation idea I submitted was basically saying, I think the commercial real estate is going to collapse because of work from home. And I think the company needs to implement something like an office space sharing app within the company where people can reserve cubicles that they need for the days that they're in the office, or reserve conference rooms for meetings. Basically, come up with a system for the sharing of office space so that the company could unload their commercial real estate assets before the market crashed. Well, I didn't win the innovation idea, my submission, but shit, in hindsight, maybe that wasn't a half bad idea. Excellent. Just throwing that out there. Maybe I don't know. Because the building right down the street from the new skyscraper y'all built is hitting the auction block. And well, let's look at the numbers, shall we? Let's look at that building and the values there. The first modernist office tower in Baltimore will go to auction in April, starting at $1.5 million. One Charles Center was designed by famed architect Ludwig Mies van der Rohe, that's a mouthful, and finished in 1962. The aluminum and glass building at 100 North Charles Street was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 2000. Former Baltimore Orioles controlling owner Peter Angelos, who died in March, paid $6 million for the building in 1996. A recent state assessment valued at nearly $10 million. It's hitting the auction block for $1.5 million, guys. Now, I don't know what inflation adjusted $6 million in 1996 is. I don't want to know now that I think about it.
Not sending.
But if you're trading at a quarter of the value you traded at in 1996,
try that.
Unless you're a VHS cassette, that's not a good thing. And now I thought this was even more ironic. All right, so $1.5 million for his.
Oh, I know why. It's because his meeting's over.
Week for stocks, wasn't it? I mean, let's take a step back from everything that happened for metals.
I don't know.
It was a terrible week, not a terrible week. It was a bad week for stocks. Although the important technical levels have so far held.
This is actually over, and that's why I can't send them money. Look.
For the pivoteers, if you're sitting around waiting for rate cuts, you got bad news this week. And let me just mention one other thing that we never talked about. It's the idea that the Fed can't cut, but they might cut anyway. And that's something I didn't mention up until this point about another reason why gold might be running is because there is no reason to cut here. Right? There isn't. Inflation is still too high. Unemployment is still too low. And it's underemployed. There's a lot of part-time jobs, but there really is no reason to cut. And yet most people are convinced they're going to cut anyway. Well, that's terrible news for inflation, and that is great news for gold. That's another possibility here. Is as the likelihood of these Fed rate cuts, or as the reason provided for these rate cuts has continued to fall apart in front of our very eyes. A lot of people are saying they're going to do it anyway because number go up.
Anyway, Jack might pop in after the meeting, but I can't figure out how to do that. I'm going to go back to Rob's. Rob said he's got lots of content, so we've got no worries there.
Yes. And hence why I said yes. When I saw this, I was like, if this is true, if I can verify that this is true, then I'm partnering with this company. I'm going all the way to Mars with them.
I'm going all the way,
so you
brother.
can join us on the journey to Mars.
Hold my hand.
So
hold my hand. Lead me to the land.
And meet the man behind the dream.
Come on.
Ryan Hughes is our founder. He's a self-made blockchain.
Rather than me rerunning Rob's content, go to Rob's channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. He's got 856 subscribers, and I'd like to see him at. He's getting about the same as me at the moment, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I did want to do another wee video. I want to basically have a wee look at a few things that are happening. So obviously, if we go to at the moment, we're doing a lot of research on We Are All Satoshi and Boomerang. And if you look in the wallet, we can see people are still signing up for We Are All Satoshi. And we can see this because you need $50 to buy a We Are All Satoshi license. But these guys will be hurting a lot at the moment because they're not getting the $200,000 they were getting before they took the website offline. And the fact that we just took their Zoom meeting offline means that they would have lost some more money today, which is great. We'll probably get a bill. But you can see that all the in money. So even though they believe that Boomerang was started or owned by, I don't know, by Pavel. So Pavel's got a major part in it, but we never see him, except in Dubai once. And he could have been a paid actor like Stephen Rees Lewis. Who knows? That this is the main wallet address. And in here, you can see people are paying $50 to join WAS. And if you go down here enough, you'll see a $500. There's a $500. So in the last hour, these guys have made about probably $1,000. But if you go right through here, you can actually see that they're not getting many people signing up at the moment, which means they are probably dying to get their Boomerang system going again. So if we go to the Boomerang trading wallet, you can see that 6 hours ago, there has been a failed request. And 15 hours ago, someone did do a flash loan, which is amazing. So both Rob and I can't speak for Rob actually, so I believe that they're not going to do flash loan trading anymore. You're not going to be able to see this. They're going to make it a simulation. They're going to tell you that the server load was far too big for them to let people do arbitrage trading, and they've decided that they're just going to have one big supercomputer doing all the trading. And we've promised that people will get their 3 times money back. So what we're going to do is we're going to start paying out dividends. And that means if you've got a $500 license or multiple licenses, you will get, 0.1 paid back to you on a daily basis from the money that we're making by doing arbitrage trading. And then they will sell you the concept that they're going to become flash loan providers for whatever reason. I don't know why they'd need to do that if the community wasn't borrowing the flash loan money, but they want you to plug in your MetaMask wallet because you're not using the money in your MetaMask wallet, and they're going to help themselves to it so that they can do arbitrage trading. That's when the big scam will happen, and they'll empty out everyone's wallets, and you'll read about it in the news. But I believe this is what's going to happen. So what I believe is going to happen, just to be sure, is they're going to stop letting people doing arbitrage trading. They're going to hide all the blockchain stuff so you can't see it. So 15 hours ago must have been a test wallet or somebody, because the site's down. And this is actually amazing. So you haven't seen this, have you, Rob? This is done. So this is, let's just check to see everything's working here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines of code. Now, how the hell did this happen if the website's down? Somebody used $100, $1,000 worth of arbitrage money, and they did stable coin to link chain. So the fourth figure here shows that there was a $7 loss. And you can see this because if you compare the money here and it's greater than the money here, that means the difference between here is a loss. They also would have got charged some fees. So I think the fees are 19 cents. And then if you go down the bottom here, you'll see that 21 cents was the gas fees. So that is interesting that actually had gone through. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to here, and we're going to go to another window, and we're going to look at the Tron. Now, hopefully my computer's set up. It is. So I bet you guys haven't seen this then. So stuff is still happening. So there's $6,283 in here. I'm pretty sure last night there was 6,700 or 7. So this has actually dropped down, and we'll be able to see this. So this is the wallet where they store the money that they need to top up all the transactions they're doing to pay the money they're losing every time they do a trade. Yes, so you've been gaslighted in the Zoom meetings telling you that no one can lose doing arbitrage trading. Well, that's wrong. You don't lose, but they are losing. And to make the transaction go through, they need to have money in all their wallets, and they top it up. So they're literally using the money they're getting from selling licenses to top up these wallets. So the transaction goes through, the arbitrage trading and the flash loans all go through, and then they pay you out a reward. So if I go to the transactions here, server busy. Let's just see if I can refresh that and fold that into, but there will be a transaction in here that shows you the exact amount of money that transaction has cost them. and they will actually, what am I trying to say? They will show you. So if you added up all the money that's costed everyone money, you will see that they in the where it says system busy, you'll see the exact amount of money leaving this wallet that is controlled by Boomerang and We Are All Satoshi. So the question is, if this is real arbitrage trading, then what is the purpose of this wallet and this fund that they keep topping up? So as soon as the transaction's done, and we can go down to the millisecond, the money disappears from this wallet. And we can see that this figure here is diminishing at a great rate when everything's tickly-boo. Interesting. So there's a transaction. Now, isn't that interesting? Now, I'm going to see, I'm going to go and follow that address, and I'm actually going to label this as a test wallet, because I can only assume that this wallet is either a hacker that's managed to infiltrate their system and do trades when their website's down, and maybe they've locally hosted it. And one thing I didn't do was look at the figure. So I'm just going to label this. Just 1 minute. I want to see how to label this. Have I logged in? I am logged in. Is that the one I want? Address, swap, fresh loan, start, approve, swap. Yeah, I'm not sure which wallet I've got now. Anyway, I'm going to call it a test account. Test account. Test account. Boom. And I'm just going to call it test account #2 because I know I've already got one called test account. And I'll just put a question mark so I remember. Because it just seems really interesting. So if we looked at that flash loan, it's only ever had one flash loan. I think if I go to the very where the money came in from, where's that to? Yeah, so now I click on that money. See, I'm learning crypto, G. You'd be proud of me. And the money's come from a hot wallet, is that right? Approved. Yeah, don't know what I'm looking at. All right. So let's go to have a wee look around. I'll do a re-rob, do the rounds. Beta, Boomerang. All right, the site is down. So that's beta.boomerang.trade. And now I'm just going to go to beta.boomerang. So why would the website be completely offline? There's no reason for it, which is quite interesting. But it is. Okay, so then we'd go to was.network. And yep, and just while that's loading, I'm going to do something a bit naughty here. I'm going to show you something that you guys can investigate. I think I've found a money trail. I've found the organization that theoretically is going to money laundering the money into the UK. Well, one of them anyway. And I want to show you something that makes it even sound. I want to show you something that may actually make you think, wow, these guys know everything. So let's have a look here. I'll just bring it up. Just 1 minute, please call it. Where is, did I not? Oh my God, did I not do that? Hold it. Conrad. Where it is. Alrighty, I'm just gonna give you something to think about. I know they've got 16 people in here at the moment. But okay, so I want you to have a look at something. Now, first of all, this guy here, Conrad, he used to work with Sam Lee and VidiLook. And if you look at this website, this is his website in the UK. Can you notice those little wee spinning atoms, right? This company is a recruitment company. Are you following me here, kids? This is a recruitment company based in the UK. All right. And it has people in it working. Now, tell me when to stop. Keep going, Danny. Keep going. Keep going. That lady there, the lady on the left of the picture right now, she looks familiar. Jonathan looks familiar to me. But anyway, let's keep going. Keep going. Tell me when to stop. 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 Keep going. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Keep going. You're going through all here. Oh, there's one stop. So Conrad, is it Swains? There you go. There's Conrad right in the middle. He is the global managing director and founding partner, board executive and non-executive. All right. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop. Oh, stop. Who's that lady there? Susan Lawrence. Susan Lawrence has been in Dubai in the offices in VidiLook. What's she doing here? So let's open it up, Susan Lawrence. Now, what is the association with this company and Susan Lawrence? So Susan Lawrence has been involved in Hyperverse. She's been involved in VidiLook. And even just recently, we've managed to find a video of her promoting VidiLook. What's her association with this company? Now, look at this. Look at these atoms, right? Okay. Look at these atoms. Wouldn't you think they've used the same, I don't know if you can see, but wouldn't you think they've used the same website development company because they've got the same atoms in this one versus this one? Now, Conrad hasn't been mentioned in anything that Sam Lee has done. And that is because I've heard that Conrad has too much info on Sam Lee. And he doesn't, so there's Conrad. So he's got something over Sam. Sam's never thrown him in the bus. But Sam has thrown, obviously, Garrett Blakesley. Now, I've actually gone to the biggest organization in the world and told them that I know that money is coming to this company and it's money laundering. And we're talking millions. And the IRS have ignored me. Whoop, I said the name. The IRS has ignored me. They don't care. But if you are someone in law enforcement, I can tell you that this company is not making a profit. And I won't tell you how I know that. But this company is not making enough money to merit them being open. I know that some of their staff are not getting paid and there's no money. But I know that today or yesterday or tomorrow, this company is filtering money that is coming from, so that's the news I have. Now, I have got a video of this in evidence, which I've uploaded to my YouTube channel, which is private. So if you are in law enforcement and you do give a shit and you can help me, I can provide you a video proving that this company is taking money from China. So Conrad, which is, first of all, we've got Susan Lawrence. She doesn't work there at the moment, but she is associated to Dubai. And then we have Conrad, which we did see in here, who's been traveling to China and also been in Dubai. And my correspondent is telling me all about his movements and what he's been doing. Not those movements, by the way, Rob. So what I'm getting at is I believe I found a way that they're money laundering the money out of Dubai. And I believe that this is associated with Hypertech Group. And I can't get anyone to help me do anything with this information. No one is listening to me. No one cares. Hey, but if you want your money back, then and you live in the UK, go contact that company, go to the tax department in the UK, and asked them to investigate this company because they're at the moment going to be transferring money through another organization. And I'm just going to see if I can bring up this new organization that I'm talking about, this new platform that they're going to be laundering money through. And that sounds absolutely breathtaking. And I don't think I kept it. I did keep it. So I'm going to show you. I've got it all on the video. Okay. So this is the company that is going to be transferring money from Chinese corporations and other big corporations. Now we're talking millions of dollars theoretically, and this could all be wrong, and this is just entertainment purposes. I don't want to be sued by Get My Slice, but this Get My Slice company has got some connection to this company, and they're going to use this Get My Slice platform to transfer money into this company and transfer the money out into the real world. So I don't know what to do with that information, but DI, yeah. So there you go. So I'm going to post the address of this website into the chat room. I don't know the connection of Get My Slice, or if there is a connection, I have no idea. And also just the fact that when I was looking through that website and I stumbled across Susan Lawrence in there, when she's meant to be working for herself as a independent, person, and obviously her involvement with Des Amy. Just recently, I brought up videos of Des Amy, who's still promoting the Wealth Club, and it's just shocking stuff. But remember, you heard it here first. I could be arrested or molested. But if you're wondering how these criminal networks work, there's a lot of sort of eye-opening stuff, really, isn't there? Now, one of the main things is I got contacted by a human trafficking organization who wanted to know if I could help them with Ryan Jew. And I said, what's the connection there? And they said, well, one of the human compounds companies is owner, or person behind it all, is heavily connected with Ryan Jew. So they were asking for my help to find Ryan Jew. I thought, that's quite interesting. Then you got Sam Lee telling us that it was right reply to one of the newspapers that he is actually helping prisoners who have been released by the UAE president and has given them jobs in a call center. And he's claiming that that's in the building where they are actually theoretically running a software company that's producing all the back-end software for all these scams. Now, if you think outside the picture, that does sound like a hard case story, but there could be a little bit of a truth behind some of it. So, for example, the building that Sam claimed he owned, where VidiLook was running out of, Garrett Blakely, who worked there for 5 months, said they had about 400, 500 staff. And when we challenged Sam Lee and said, well, you claim you have 5,000 staff, prove that you do, Sam Lee decided to do a walkthrough on a Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock and show people 8 buildings that he claimed he owned. Garrett laughed his head off and said he doesn't own them. The actual person that does own those buildings is actually locked up and currently in prison. And obviously the logical thing would be, if you did own a software company like Chavis claims, then why don't you do a walkthrough in the offices and show us the people and maybe introduce us to some of your programmers? Now, Chavis could be working. Rob pointed out yesterday that if you look at my glasses, right, I've got a big light in front of me that's a diffuser, and you can see it in my glasses, right? Well, recently, Chavis has been doing a lot of presentations and he hasn't had any glare in his glasses. But the other day, he had ring lights in the glasses, which means he's got a ring light. If you go back to those videos and watch those videos of Hyper One and some of the earlier ones of Stable Deo, yeah, that's right, you'll see the ring light. So we can only assume that he's on the go. Now, we have suspicions he's back in India. Who knows? The website's down. We watched 5 million being taken off the platform just in the last 24 hours, or moved, okay? And now people like Susie are going to be watching that money and see where it goes. Maybe the scam is up. Maybe they have taken enough money. Maybe they have sold 60,000 licenses, as Chavis claimed, which is $30 million on the cheap. And maybe people are now going to realize that they've been scammed. Maybe Chavis is already on the run. Maybe taking the website down is the best idea. It often does amaze me that these guys don't actually remove all their social media. So let's say once you've scammed everybody and you've done everything, imagine if they just closed down their WhatsApp groups, their Telegrams, their Discords, removed all their website addresses, deleted their YouTube channel. It would make it incredibly hard for people to actually find evidence of foul play. But when I see companies like that RGH company, and my source is pretty awesome, you know, I won't say, but I've got some pretty good intel, and you know that this company is about to do some money laundering. And the frustrating thing is I can't get anyone to help me. So, yeah. So what does Susie say here? Definitely. What's that word? I can't read that word, so I'm just going to get it read.
Definite suspicions back in India.
Yeah, we do feel like he's back in India. And when you've been following this stuff as much as my Avengers and myself, it's just amazing. Victory today. And I think we need a bit of a victory lap. So let's forget about Susan Lawrence, who's a dirty and disgusting scammer. Funny enough, when I was talking to the informant, I actually rang up Susan in real time. But let me go to this. Funny when I said that Susan Lawrence is a dirty and disgusting scammer. I got a like. Right, so our victory today is meeting host is inactive. The number I'm going to get tattooed on me, 1001. And people will go, what is that? What does that mean? Didn't you get that in your comments last night? You obviously weren't reading your own chat, Rob. That means that the Avengers have managed to get this meeting down. It means our informant that I gave up all hope on at Zoom is now listening to our correspondence again. I also phoned Zoom and left a message on an answering machine of their fraud department and told them the number of this meeting that had been going for about 10 days and no one had shut it down. It worked. It must have worked. I did that yesterday. We've been reporting this meeting just about every day and not been shut down. And all of a sudden, we have this meeting shut down. Rob reckons he's still got some content. So you're okay, Rob. And also at 11 o'clock New Zealand time, they will probably be firing up a new Zoom meeting. And while I'm closing up, because I've got to go to work for the day, I'm going to go to the Avengers and see if there's any information. I've got Bob posting stuff. I don't know if it's relevant. YouTube video downloader. Have you wondered how I download my videos? I use a little program called Wonderware, all my YouTube, and I download most of my YouTube videos, but they're getting harder to download. If somebody uploads something on, if somebody downloads something on, if I see something on, excuse me. If I see something on Vimeo, I can't download it these days, but that's why we use screen recording software. So if you ever need to get something off the internet and you can't download it, you can download OBS Studios, it's called, and that's what Rob uses to broadcast, and you can actually just record the screen and the sound, and that's not as easy as it sounds. What are you reading, Daniel? That communication of the Trademark Authority. What are you reading, Daniel? What am I reading? I'm trying to look in the Zoom meeting. But this was just a link that Bob has. Bob, you're flooding our channel with information, which ain't a bad thing. Hold up. Bob might have some interesting stuff here. Always like going to Bob's. What have you got here, Bob? I'm going to go in a few minutes, but let's see what Bob has got. Oh, where's that? How old's this?
Is find another pair. Okay, so let's try to say USDCE if there is a profitable trade on this one. Okay, so you can see it's 1.1. So I'll go ahead and this. I'll confirm the trade. Okay, so confirm. Okay, see, this is how beautiful the boomerang is. Okay, you see that earlier there is a profit. Then eventually at that very moment in time, the liquidity has gone. So that means the boomerang, even if you already click confirm, the boomerang will not continue. So that means because
listen to here,
in the
Bob.
smart contract rules, you should pay the loan first.
Excuse me.
Okay? But really, you remember, I have already click confirm, and then the liquidity at the snap. This since I've been doing this for quite some time now, that means that yeah, I probably must remember most of the trade.
Just fast forward through it. I don't know what you.
Okay, 1746. How much will be?
What are we looking at here? It sounds like he's underwater. I know. There'll be something.
Okay, so that's it.
He said in the notes. He said, "Look at the dates."
Small trades and the bigger trades. 1.22 and 1.23 trades.
Recorded. I'll just see if there's anything juicy near the end. But for some reason, Bob. Oh, what's this?
We have to.
We'll go back to the start of this one. This might be insightful.
This is the.
Oh, I think we've got somebody who's talking us through it, Rob. There you go. Let's have a look at this one. I'll give you the link so you might be able to use it as content tonight. There you go.
Then we borrow the that is us $510. Okay, and then the arbitrage works.
He's talking it through.
Goes from exchanges to exchanges, so that the AI got scouts, and then it's go to exchanges, and then at the end of before the end of the transaction, what is this? What's the rules of the smart contract? We have to pay the loan first before the transaction ends. So this is the before the transaction ends. Okay, I highlighted that. Why? Because it's almost, but with the transaction is almost ending. Okay, so meaning we have to return the 550 matic that we borrowed.
So they've lost $3 in this transaction thereabouts.
Okay, so the lender's fee is the 0.275 matic. So how much did we borrow? 510. We are returning 510.45. So that means we pay 49 cents.
So you lost 25 cents.
Borrowing for a few seconds, they earn that amount. And then as the transaction is ending, we will get, it's going to give us the profit. So which is the 6.721 matic. So the cost is 6.22.
Where did the profit come from? Go on, say it, Rob.
So we can find it here. This is the 6.721 matic, which is the same. That goes directly to my wallet. Okay, so that's how easy it is to do.
So the guy there, obviously showing these transactions, failed to mention where they actually managed to get $6.22 profit out of that whole transaction. Recording from the 17th of February 24, the day at the lower corner. Yeah, I know. I couldn't figure out what the relevance of this is, but I think I think why Bob's given us this video, who knows what Bob's thinking? Come on, let's be serious. Is because he's showing the mechanics of how it works, but fails to answer the question is how do they get $6.20 profit out of that transaction? That's the bigger question, isn't it? Lots of love hearts there. Thank you very much. Well, there's 17 people here in the chat room. It is 8:35 a.m. If I end this chat now, I'll be able to make myself breakfast before I rush off to work. Well, I probably won't be able to, actually. I don't normally eat until about 3 o'clock. Terrible, isn't it, in the afternoon? It is a.m. here in the New Zealand. Hey, it's been awesome. You guys rock. It's been a victory day, and we managed to get 1,001 error. And I will personally, I know it's a team effort, but I'm a selfish bastard. I'm going to own this 1,001 error. They best get a better number for error reporting, but I'm going to own this one, guys, because I rung Zoom and left a message on their answer machine yesterday, and I have it live recorded. So I'm going to take the credit for taking down that meeting, and I can only assume as my little helper that listens to all my emails in Zoom has finally realized he's come back from his holiday and he's listened to my email messages. A video I'd like to get out in the next 24 hours will be me finding the CEO of Zoom. And I'm going to do a video about why I believe that Zoom is part of this criminal network, because they are providing the platform for people to commit these crimes. I wonder who the CEO of YouTube is. I could do that one as well. Last comment, Danny Agent 1001. I'll send you the link to the CEO. I found it on, what do you call it, on LinkedIn already, and I've actually asked to be friends, but they haven't actually befriended me yet. But I think, why not go after the CEO of Zoom, and name and shame him as a criminal? What's the worst thing that can happen? I'll get sued by Zoom. Did you know that Zoom had already been sued for $87 million because they didn't respect someone's privacy? And this lawyer, the reason why I started getting more action from Zoom is because I carbon copied the lawyer's email address in the correspondence I had with Zoom after they removed my accounts. And because that name and that lawyer was there, I'm sure that might have got their attention. And then I got an extremely official email back from Zoom telling me to mind my own business, and they are doing their best at this and that. Something, I got their attention. So it's really, really cool. But there is a case where someone actually won $86 million from Zoom because they were doing something wrong. So it'd be quite cool. But yeah, any information about Zoom, the context behind it, I'll put together a little video. I'll just make it a 10-minute video, but I want to go after Zoom because they're providing the friggin' getaway vehicle to these criminals. I hope you enjoyed the live. That's me. I'm Dusted. Remember to tune into Rob's live tonight. I'd be interested to see what Rob comes up with. And when I say tonight, I'm in New Zealand, so you'll just go to Rob's channel. There's links in the chat room to Rob's channel. Just search Rob Worley. He's my mate and he's my sidekick, and he'll be having a good day. Listen up. Anyone that has lost money to the MLM or Ponzi scheme promoted on Zoom, this is a real opportunity for you to for a class action. And that's true. Class action lawsuits are available in America and Canada. And you guys could go after Zoom for facilitating and giving the scammers the software to commit the robbery. It's like a gun, a guy that provides the gun in a robbery and they shoot and kill somebody. The person that made the gun must be responsible. And are they profiteering by hosting these Zoom meetings? They certainly are, because you have to pay for these Zoom accounts, don't you? So you can commit these meetings and webinars and the like. Crazy. All right. I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, here to name and shame anyone who's running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. We've had a great day. Thanks for tuning in. And sorry there was no announcements because we cut their Zoom off. No more Zoomy. Gone. And I'm gone. See you guys.